welcome to Nuclear Winter. This is the first and only time in this episode I'm going to be this excited because they're going to all die.
No.
So.
That would excite you.
That's true. That would excite me a lot. Anyways, so Nuclear Winter is the second season of our series where we are playing Outbreak Undead. Some of the faces you will see on the cast are familiar, and some of them are brand new to this show, but not brand new to this channel. We're going to go over and do some introductions, but before we do introductions, I'm just going to give a quick, simple recap so that anyone that this is their first episode, they can kind of figure out where everyone is. So we started off with Mads, Madeline, Aldin, and Zach in this bunker underground. But they were running out of food, they were running out of supplies, and Aldin's father sent the group out to go find a new location and a place for food and new shelter so that they could survive. After a series of mishaps and really bad luck. Shenanigans is also an acceptable word.
Apocalypse should be thrown in there.
Yeah. They discovered a new location in which they could all go and live, or at least I believe at that time you had discovered that there was a place that they could go. So they went back to the bunker and found the entire family and everyone that was in the bunker killed, murdered, but not by zombies, but by humans. They were aware of another encampment of human beings that actually...
They're real monsters, am I right?
Humans are the real zombies.
Man is the real monster.
So that kind of infuriated everyone. They went to this new location, which was an abandoned ship on the shore. That is kind of where we left off the group. They had found this location. They had gotten onto the boat, found that it was clear, and they had decided that was where their home was going to be. A few of the members of the group were pretty badly injured. I believe Mads had some burns on their
mouth.
Yeah, and then I believe Aldin had a broken leg, foot, shoulder,
shoulder,
arm, or something.
Yeah, broken body part.
I'm pretty sure I accidentally macheted you in the shoulder.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
Yeah.
But we're still friends, right?
Best friends.
Hey, remember that one time you stabbed me?
So that was the plan. That's what happened at the end of that. Now, between that and this arc, what has basically been happening is the group has been living on the ship. They have made it into a location where they can grow food. They have gone out during the day and gathered supplies from abandoned locations. And they've made it their home, I believe. Madeline has created a CB radio television show where she talks about how to survive and not look like a pleb out in the apocalypse, and how to be vegan while you're out in the apocalypse.
Because that's the only ethical way to do the apocalypse,
And then I believe Zach has been having a competing CB radio show.
The word you're looking for is better.
Yeah.
Continue.
We'll let our monetization decide that. Thanks. Whoever gets the first sponsorship.
Mine is like a sick, zombie prank show.
Which is weird because it's all audio, so it's like, all right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trip this zombie.
Wait. Yo, watch this.
It was a prank, bro! And then you run away.
Doing my brains is just a prank.
Content is content, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you. That was going on. While that was happening, Aldin was going out and trying to get more information on this other group that had killed out their family. And while they were out, you had discovered both Brian and Ray leaving the group. They had snuck out in the middle of the night in attempt to get away after that murder had actually happened. It had weighed on their conscience too much. And the two of them decided to try to live out on their own, where you had discovered them and you had brought them into your community. And the 6 of you have been living together for the last few months. That is where we're going to start. So let's go ahead and give introductions. Let's start with you, Madeline.
I'm Madeline Miller, played by Molly McIsaac, and Maddie is a vegan Instagram influencer who got stuck in the apocalypse and is still trying to do the same thing. And My name is Molly McIsaac. Did I say my last
Yeah,
name?
you said you were playing
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm in a fugue state, I guess.
Aldin.
I am Aldin, previously Aldin Regan, but Regan has been dropped. Aldin now just goes by Aldin or Aldi. They, them. I am William playing Aldin, also they, them. And I'm just a small queer boy person who was... You can be both.
No, I know. It was just like, it was a thought process in my head that I was like, wait, what?
Who was raised by a conservative family and is now the only one still alive, and figuring that out through the apocalypse with their best friend.
Awesome. We're actually going to go ahead and skip over to Mads.
Hello, I am Jonas Newhouse, he, him, or they, them, and I am playing Mads Gremley.
Something like that,
Something like that, yeah.
They, them. Mads is the nuncle to Zach, who you'll meet in just a moment, and you'll be glad that
that is what it was.
Nuncle is the gender neutral term they've chosen. Mads' sister is his mom, but Mads is big, long-haired. I was the. What was the word I discovered? Thick. They're a big 6'2" thick one.
CC.
2 C's or 3?
Well, but there is a K at the end, just to keep it all contained. It is contained. That's kind of where Mads is at. And they've been experimenting more with hairstyles than they did in the first season. So
probably with Madeline.
Probably actually listening to the podcast, CB podcast.
Cool.
Yeah.
Zach.
Hi, I'm Alcon Gersh, Different Elves, and I'm playing Zachary Mulder, he, him, and the apocalypse is a dangerous place for an entitled 16-year-old. So we discovered in the first arc.
Awesome. Let's go with Ray, since you are a familiar face to the channel.
Hello, hi, I am Spencer LaBelle, they, them, or he, him. I'll be playing Ray Elliott, he, him. Big fellow, the type of person you see and be like, they were a college athlete.
Awesome. Now we're gonna go over and throw it to Brian. Brian is our special guest. Brian is actually from Hunters Entertainment, who is the maker of this game.
Woohoo!
Playing Brian for this session, and that's all Brian goes by. He has dropped every semblance of his past life other than that one key moniker just to allow for quick association of who he is. Does go by he, him. And then I am Alex Hillman with Hunters Entertainment, also he, him.
Awesome. And I am Jake, the GM. That's right. Decided to start going by my name.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that about?
Yeah, moving forward. Yeah. I know.
Wow.
I know. It's a
Madman uses
encouraging
their...
step.
I'm so freaking proud of you.
I personally am he, him, but I will be playing everyone, so I will be playing everything. So,
Just God. You're God.
don't my head. I still gotta save room for like.
Well, he just got to
Someone
Jake.
needs to spray that on for Maddie.
Wait, I'll redo the camera, give you some more headroom. Yeah.
Thank you, because it's gonna be.
That's a very funny joke that they just made. You should rewind if you didn't catch it.
Awesome.
Jonas.
I don't think you can rewind it yet.
Well, I'm watching the VOD at the same time.
Yes, there you go. All right, so now that we have introduced everyone, it is a early morning. The sun has starting to peak up over the ocean, or what used to be the ocean is now just a desolate, sandy storm of dead fish. And it's pretty cool out. It's pretty dewy. What are all of you doing?
But I remember you mentioned at the end of the last arc there was some plant life on this boat.
Yeah,
right?
I got seeds.
So in the meantime, you guys have been creating like a garden,
Cool.
like on the actual surface level.
Yeah,
Maddie's in charge of that.
Well, we
Cool.
make a big potato garden
We
because
put potatoes for
potatoes are the easiest thing to grow, and they have nutrients in them, and
You can actually live off of potatoes.
you can live off
Yep.
potatoes. And then we also built like some sort of a makeshift casing above them, sort of like a greenhouse, just so that like the falling nuclear stuff wouldn't
The
just
dust and
continuing
stuff.
Also,
falling on all of our
kale.
food.
There's kale.
Sure.
Sure.
There's kale. And
I
avocados.
have contributed nothing to this gardening effort because I am not
actually-
a farmer.
I imagine Zach during that time had been going out
Water.
on the excursions to find things, because you're not going to be able to build a glass enclosure for these plants without going out from the boat. So I
I mean,
imagine
I
Zach's
like
been-
having a base, but like part of being a warlord is you have to go conquer other things,
Exactly.
so.
I think
So-
Mads would have had a part in some of those expeditions. Like,
Yeah.
not as few as possible. I would
Mads gets
say,
me my
but some.
makeup.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
more than anything, I mean, Aldin would go out because Aldin has been literally like tracking the other group.
You definitely have been, because you are the one that discovered the other two that had been
Yeah.
trying to escape.
That's like my thing now. I go out and do stuff now.
I feel like I would tag along with you, but I wouldn't go anywhere without you.
I don't think any of you probably even. I'm pretty sure all of you would be going out maybe
At
in
points,
in
yeah.
different
Every now and
points. So it's
I
not
might
like
go with you sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because
I
they
think
have
you're
that
gonna throw
new
down.
kick-ass coat.
I'm feeling the coat. I like this new Aldin.
Thank you.
Maybe they'll find you one too.
I don't know. I think I'm more of a hoodie kind of guy.
I think you'd look
Aren't you
good
getting
in a-
cold?
in a pea coat like that.
I mean, I have started collecting Jordans.
You should wear the
Yeah.
Jordans more, Zach.
I mean, I couldn't afford Jordans in the old world, but
Gotta
No,
look
but now
fresh in the
everything's
apocalypse.
nice
That's the
collection,
entire
That's the
point
one
of my
good thing.
podcast.
No more money.
Which is what I call. Oh wait, no, my CBD cast. I don't know.
CBD.
CBD. That is not what I was.
Nope,
CB.
CBD is something completely
yeah.
different, which I
Throwing
imagine
that in the greenhouse.
Phil's probably
Yep.
getting.
Yep. Probably growing.
I mean, I just feel like that's
okay,
the next
all right. So maybe I have been
milestone
involved.
I guess I lied. I said that was the only time I was going to be happy, but this cast apparently makes me happy.
Oh.
So you only survived half the episode. All right. So, what is the plan for the day? You have the garden set up. You have the group. I believe Ray and Brian have given you enough information to kind of tell you the weak points within the building. To get into like the best ways to kind of sneak up on them if that was the route that you wanted to choose. But is today that day, or is today going to be just another prep day?
Well, we're starting with morning musings with Maddie.
Okay.
And that is Maddie's morning show. She also has an afternoon show and an evening show.
Mads listens to all of them.
Yes.
Over coffee under each.
Yes. Morning Musings with Maddie is all about how you should have a great day in the zombie apocalypse. Make sure that you're looking your best and feeling your best. And go scavenging for some delicious plant life, because eating flesh is unethical in any world, but especially in the apocalypse. We don't want to sink to the level of zombies, do we? No, we don't.
I will say that Aldin has kind of taken a sort of leadership position on our ship.
Okay.
We have to stay mostly inside, because if
Yes.
we're outside, we're still getting screwed up by the radiation.
Correct.
So we have put up sections where there are windows that you can see out of on each side of the ship. I have people stationed that sit and watch and then switch. It's going to be Ray and Brian, because I still don't trust you.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. I'm actually good at that. I've
Yeah,
got good
so-
composure, good spot listen. That's what I do. I
Yeah,
sit still
you're-
and watch things.
You're our lookouts. You switch shifts every now and then, so you're not. So one of you isn't getting the sun most of the time, even though it's pretty much blocked out by the clouds anyway. And
Doesn't matter. The UV
and
is
the,
still
and the
going to kill
UVs,
you.
yeah, but I don't want them to get like worse.
Yeah.
And then and Aldin goes around, does rounds probably with Mads watering all of our plants, our potatoes, and everything. We do have a small section of almonds which take up much too much water, but
Are we in California?
but Maddie insisted.
Almonds.
We've also got a small
Make your
mushroom
own almond
patch to
milk.
make mushroom coffee, which is a real thing.
Yes.
If you don't know,
It's very good.
It's an efficient way for them to do it on the boat.
Yeah, after those rounds, while Maddie is doing her show, I do drawings of her, sort of like selfies or like promotional photos. We put a couple up on the wall, and then when I go out on my rounds outside, I take the CB code, like the channel, I write that on the posters and I hang them around so that people can find the show.
You're such a good friend.
I am, yeah.
It's nice.
Marketing.
Mads just
But
sits there and
this is the thing, though, is you are still aware of the dangers of all of this. So, like, some of the key things that Maddie knows is not to say their location.
I actually think that she uses misdirection. She probably like refers to things that are like other landmarks that are far away.
Yeah.
I'm sure she did not think of that herself, though. I'm sure it was someone else.
It was a group effort.
So who's on watch first? Ray or Brian?
Ray. Ray has a habit of volunteering a lot.
All right, so why don't you go ahead and roll me the equivalent of a perception, which on the top of my head I can't. Spot listen.
Spot listen.
It's been a few months.
13.
So how many
That's a
degrees of
good
success
roll.
or failure is that?
Cool. Under 39%, so 2?
2 degrees of success.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I have some percent out, thanks.
with those 2 degrees of success, you look out and you notice that there is a small horde going through the city. This is nothing that you're not used to, but you know that it's definitely, when that happens, you know to pull back the bridge that gaps over from the boat to the land. And to just kind of hunker down until they go past you, because you're aware that if you make any sort of like outward noises, that they'll just surround the boat.
Cool. Do we have any radio? Like, do we like use walkie-talkies or radios, or are we just like?
I think by now we would have walkie-talkies.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah,
Or I will.
Or
okay,
like
that-
a can and
Yeah,
string
that's what I was
system
thinking. Yeah.
around the
No,
boat.
seriously, we could have like little like jingles that alert people on the
And
boat.
something you can like talk through.
Yeah, a walkie is fine now.
No,
We have that.
Yeah,
'Cause it
we
is
have-
a little-
I
it's
think
a
we
little
need
more-
like a Rube Goldberg.
We had that until we didn't have walkie-talkies.
This can be a whole sequence whenever
Oh, can
anybody
we have
calls
pet
in.
rats?
Ooh,
we have pet rats?
Yeah, let's have pet rats
So
that
that
are
we can
full
use
of
them as
radiation.
messengers.
Yeah.
Delish. Jake.
I'm just.
So you could train rats to do things.
Can you train them to not be filled with radiation?
Don't just poop it out, Squeaker. Just poop it out.
Okay, so how? Let's imply that you all have walkies.
And I thought you were going to say rats, and now I'm really sad.
Look, you get everything you want on Court of Corvids, not on this show.
I did not want to be arrested.
I was specifically talking to Molly.
Well, I want rats.
Hey, this is Ray reporting in.
Yeah, right. What's up?
So we're gonna want to keep volume low, pull up the bridge. We are seeing a horde coming through.
All right.
Fine.
Brian, can you get down on that? Can you
Already
do
on it.
Okay.
This is Madeline
I'm
Miller
moving
signing
from
out
wherever
till
I
the
am on the
afternoon.
boat at this point to
Yeah. So you were, I mean, I don't know where you wanted to be, but the location which the drawbridge comes in and out is actually on the deck itself. So you're having to pull up. It takes a little bit of time because it's not like really well put together. But do me a favor and do me a push pull roll, or a lift pull. Sorry.
I rolled a 7
Wow.
out of
These are some great rolls today.
35. So
Yeah, and
I
we're
got
in
a
so
couple
much
degrees of
danger, so
success.
I'm so glad they're that good.
Until you're in danger, then they're bad. So how many degrees?
2 degrees of success, and this only happens not when I'm GMing. Like everything just goes the player's way in my games.
So you start pulling on it, and as you pull on it, you're able to get it up with no issue whatsoever. You're actually able to pace it out in a way that it's actually quieter than normal. Normally it's a pretty clacky kind of loud thing, but you're able to kind of pace it with like the jumps in the rope so that it's just versus kind of this loud cacophony of sounds.
Perfect.
Well, I want to do, hey everyone, anybody have eyes on Zach? I haven't seen Zach in a minute. I'm a little, I don't trust Zach. Zach, I know you can hear this, but I don't trust you. So
Where do you think I am?
You better not be doing pranks again.
I'm just on the stern. I'm just flexing, yo.
okay, you're flexing in the stern. So
On it, not in it.
So if I go there right now, I'll see you.
Yeah.
Hold on, Zach, are you really in the stern?
Muddy, leave me alone. Let me do my stuff.
Okay, please tell me you're on the ship because we just brought the bridge up. So
Oh yeah, I'm on the ship.
okay,
I'm on the stern. Come look, come see.
all right.
I'll go check.
No, I should do it.
Well, all right.
Madeline has a gun now, so she gets that.
Madeline has a gun now. Yeah.
All right, Zach, it's time.
I go check the stern.
I grab my crossbow and I join Ray on the deck.
Okay. Anyone that wants to be on the deck and prepped, please roll me a spot listen.
I'm not gonna
Is
use those
lookout part of the deck?
Yes.
Cool, so I would already be there in prep.
Action.
And now I'm rolling like I roll when I'm a GM.
Y'all, I completely... Yeah, there.
Well, don't worry about it. You're only here for one episode.
Kind of a good thing.
Spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
When you get to the stern, Aldin, there is like a small like ventriloquist doll.
Oh my god.
This
That
is
is dressed up exactly the way you are.
Oh my god.
And it's just sitting there and is the creepiest doll ever. Like it's all distressed and the paint on it is all cracked and like you've never seen it before, but it's the creepiest doll you've ever seen.
Where did you get that adorable tiny coat?
He came like that. He came like that, Aldin. I think this is fate.
What are you guys talking about? Should I come there? I want to see what you're talking about.
Isn't it awesome?
I don't know if you want to see this.
Is it cute?
No.
Okay, never mind.
You doing all right, Aldin? You need backup?
I'll be fine.
All right. If you need backup, just call me. Remember, I've known Zach for a long time.
Now I am on the deck. I got 4 degrees of success on my spot listen.
Nice. Okay.
I have my assault shotgun in one hand and the AK-47 in the other.
I am also on the deck, and I got 1 degree of success.
Okay. Who else is up there? I believe Ray
cool.
is.
I
Ray,
am.
what do you got? Degrees of success.
Degrees of success. Oh, I didn't roll. I thought it was just there.
Well,
Spot list?
Because
Yeah.
you roll. Yeah.
That's gonna be a 79, which is 2 degrees of failure.
Cool.
I'm also 2 degrees of failure.
Zach,
For what?
were you spot listening?
Yeah, I had 4 successes.
4
I have
successes.
3 degrees of failure.
Oh.
I was putting the bridge away super
I got
quietly,
you.
people. I have other things I'm doing.
I got you. All right. So, how would you like to explain your degrees of failure? We're going to start with those, and then we'll go to your degrees of success.
I mean, I definitely, I think the first thing, because I grabbed my crossbow, and I think set up and like, I was like basically planning to like look down it in case I need to, if it comes to it, I don't want to shoot anybody with it. And I think possibly just like thinks that they see something and like focuses on one spot for a long time, maybe misses something else that might happen, for one.
Okay, so
there's a delay on
how's
this?
this? How's this? You had 2 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, you're not going to see anything, and 2, you're going to fire your weapon, but you're not
Sure.
going to hit anyone. So I want you to roll me depletion, which I believe with a crossbow is 2 dice.
Where? Oh, I find it on here.
It's the white dice.
So yes, 2 depletion. No. 6 and 1, 7.
I believe that it should say on that card.
No, so with that one, the depletion are actually used for something different on the
Oh,
crossbow.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not actually for, because it's single shot. He has to reload every shot.
So yeah, you just basically
you actually count arrows
Okay.
as opposed to other.
yeah. So you
Those are actually to see if he potentially damages the string or anything like that. So if
Gotcha.
if you get like a, you're using regular dice right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you roll a 6 on any of them,
you re-roll that.
Right. Which?
well, no, you wouldn't
No.
re-roll actually
No.
in this
Oh.
instance. So that's going to indicate that he's got they've got it. Sorry, you're they them on this one.
Characters, yeah.
They have got a broken string or something in the mechanism's messed up, so they're not going to be able to fire
Cool.
again. They've got to spend a round
So-
fixing.
Yeah,
the
so
device.
you
Okay, so that's how
you
it
fire
comes out.
off, and then not only
Okay.
do you fire off, but it also causes the
jam
trigger to
in it?
jam. So the pulling mechanism is stuck with the string.
I think I got him.
With your 2 degrees of failure, how would you like to explain your 2 degrees?
Cool. Just to make sure I have the same visual as everyone. So now we're all congregating on the deck of the ship.
Yeah, just kind of overseeing the land side of the boat. So basically, right next to you is a harbor, and so you're looking at some of the houses and buildings that are alongside where you had seen the horde walking through.
Cool. So in a spot listen, degrees of failure would kind of be what's pulling my focus or pulling my attention, right? Then I think we're probably seeing instances of like seagulls or like birds near the edge of the water. Then I'm thinking, ah, shit, if there's a bunch of birds, maybe We should get rid of those. So I'm kind of preoccupied by this flock of ghouls, and I'm going to start chucking rocks at them to hopefully, get them to scare away.
I'm with
because
you.
like if
No,
they
no,
like,
I totally.
they could be a source of attention.
No, that's perfect. Okay, so you start. You're like, go, get out, and you start throwing rocks. A couple of rocks hit around them, and they kind of fly off, and you hear them kind of squawking as that happens.
This is why we need rats. I could send rats to chase away the birds.
Yeah,
We can't have rats,
animal.
Molly.
Yeah, the rats can't fly.
Bats.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, Zach, you actually start to hear gunfire out in the horde.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It
those
sounds.
always have
How many
guns.
degrees of success?
I had 4 degrees.
4 degrees. You
Yeah.
hear multiple sources. So it's different guns.
Okay.
And so it's multiple people or one person with multiple guns. But
Yeah.
it sounds like at least 3 or 4 different guns.
Okay. I'm going to keep looking in that direction and listening. But, yeah.
I'm not going to tell anyone. You're just
Well,
keep
actually,
it to
yeah.
yourself.
No, I'll say on the radio. I'll be like, there are some folks out there fighting. So I'm all about waiting.
Can you see them?
No, but I can hear them. They're shooting at each other.
Do you want to use my scope? Just my scope, not my gun?
I mean,
So you can look.
I don't need that. My guns already have scopes on them. Probably better scopes than yours.
I can look through the scope. I want to check my target.
I was gonna look through the scope, okay?
Oh, you are gonna look. Okay.
Hey,
My scope.
Zach, can you look through the scope for me?
I look through the scope.
So we'll continue with those degrees of success.
Okay.
And with the scope, you can see that there are 4 well-armed men walking through the horde and slowly just mowing them down. Like they have narrowed them down into a street and have just letting them funnel into the street and taking them out.
Wow. Okay.
Like this looks to be something that was set up.
Yeah, it looks like they're 4 professionals who are just farming up this horde.
Come again, professionals?
I mean, you're next to each other.
Yeah. Okay, well then I'm just saying that.
I mean, they know what they're doing. They're funneling them into the street, taking them out.
Do you recognize them?
Can I tell if they're are they trying to drive this horde towards us? Does it
No.
look like they're trying to herd them? They're just
Maddie's-
massacring them.
Maddie's gonna look through her scope too.
Okay, roll it.
That'd be spot listen.
Yep.
Ooh. 5, 6.
I'm gonna start heading to the
That
deck.
would be 4 degrees of success.
4 degrees of success.
Yeah.
What piece of information are you trying to obtain?
I want to see if they're our bad guy enemies, like the people that fucked with Aldi's family.
You know that you could probably give enough physical description to Ray and Brian to get if they're part of that group.
Okay.
But there are a bunch of people you don't it's not like they have a red bloody
Yeah.
mark on it's not like they have
They all have
tribal.
mohawks.
We
were
did
judging
encounter a
this.
few of them in the last arc. Are any of them them?
No.
Cool. Okay.
I'm going to, are they
Okay.
near us, Ray and Brian? Or are we
Yeah,
spread
you
out
could
across
probably
them?
get them over walkie.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so I describe.
If you're on the deck, I'm next to you.
Okay, then I'm just gonna show hand you my scope. Can I
Alright.
can I use some of my
Yeah.
degrees of success? Okay, towards Ray. Yeah.
So, Ray, you definitely notice at least 3 of them. You can't tell who the 4th person is, but if there's 3 of them,
Yeah.
it's all of them.
That's us, all right.
It really bothers me when you say us. You're supposed to be on our side.
Okay, that's a very fair point.
It makes it feel like you're just gonna turn back at any moment, and that would be bad for all of us.
Yeah, I wouldn't be cool with that.
I mean, if you don't mess with me, then I'm not worried. No one's on any side. Everybody's on their own side.
I mean, we're
Well-
kind of
Sides
all
are
on one
over
side
now.
Together. Zach, are you not on our side?
Fair
That's
simple
good.
thing.
You're on my side,
I'm on your side. I'm on all of our side.
but you're more on my side than other people's side, though, right?
Of course, your family.
yeah,
alright,
well,
see?
I want to poke out. Hey,
Now we're talking.
Hey, everyone, just make sure you don't stay out here for too long, okay? If you're gonna be out on the deck, make sure you're covered. I want you back inside as soon as possible.
Thanks for always looking out for me, Aldi.
Yeah. No
Are we gonna go
problem.
do something? Are we gonna go?
No,
Hey, well, hold on, hold on.
Aren't these the people that you wanna-
Did any of them? Does it look like they're taking any casualties?
Just zombies.
No, just they're mowing down zombies.
It's yeah. This is what they call asymmetrical warfare. I was reading about it.
Where did you read about that?
None of your business. Get better books.
Where are you fighting? Okay.
If they were like surprised and they were like trying to fight back and it was something where they were taking casualties, yeah, today I would go in. But since it seems like they're doing fine, I mean, like I want to catch them when they are recovering. I don't want to catch them while they're on guard.
That is a good point.
Well, you can add 2 observations there. First off, this seems more like a planned operation. Ultimately, I figure the end goal of any group should be complete purgation of all undead anywhere. Secondly, this would be a point in time in which there would be not on full capacity. They have people outside. They have less ammo, less guns.
Also, with this, there is a shortage of zombies in the near vicinity since they've done this, so we won't have to worry about that quite as much.
I mean, as long as they don't know we're here and they're not pushing them towards us, we can just sit this out.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think we should get involved. It could cost us.
Ray, Brian.
I think we need more information on what exactly it is they're doing.
I think they're killing zombies.
Well, they're killing.
Like Ray says,
zombies.
they're killing zombies, but there's intent here. This is not just a quick go out and pop a couple shamblers. This is a very concerted effort.
Shit! Do you think that they're killing zombies so then they can come kill us?
Or maybe they're just
possibly
trying to get
expanding
to the boat.
into the town further, and then we are going to lose access to valuable supplies. We shouldn't just let this go by, I don't think.
Was this something they were working on while you two were together?
Yes.
What? Okay.
Expansion
Cool.
is definitely a thing.
Then quick meta knowledge check. What was the rough size of this group of survivors that we ditched?
At least a couple months ago when we did.
Yeah.
There was about 24 of them.
24? Cool.
How fully covered are the 4 people that we're seeing in the crowd?
Like physically
Yeah.
covered? Fully covered.
They're
Okay.
like tactical
Like body
gear.
armor.
Yeah.
So, like, in theory, if one were to put on their clothes, it would be hard to tell that it's not them.
Correct.
Okay, just so we all know that. That's
Think
something.
Stormtrooper, but all in
Yeah.
black.
For sure.
I don't know. I think you're a little short to be a... Oh, I'm sorry.
Finish it.
I'm sorry. No, I can't. Okay.
Cease and desist from Disney appears in midair. Pop.
Well, given the way that they interacted with us and the way they interacted with all the people in the bottom of that bunker, I can't imagine they're increasing their ranks anytime soon. So I don't know why they would need more room. Is it just a supply thing?
I mean,
Hard to say that it's not as if the group hasn't grown over time. Just because they do unpalatable things, you'd be surprised how many people are willing to look past that now.
All right, that's a
I'm
good
counting on it.
Zach, if you switch sides.
Brian and
I
Ray.
don't think you.
Like I said, I am on one person's side. You know who that person
It's
is?
you.
Okay.
It's you.
So you don't got to worry about me joining something else.
Brian and Ray, the two of you also are aware, while you have gathered people over time, like here or there, the thing is that the group basically has been collecting just stuff. As they've gone out, they've collected weapons, they've collected gear, they've collected personal items that they want to bring back. That stuff needs to be stored someplace. So the idea of expansion isn't necessarily just for growth, but just physical area. I mean, if a group of people want to expand into an area, why not? You know, there's no reason for them not to want to just continuously grow or have a protective area.
Well, one observation that you could make here would be they may not necessarily be planning to expand here, but I mean, if they have at this point amassed the guns, amassed the firearms, amassed the armor, they could just walk in, they could just clear everything, everyone out, and then they're just free to loot it, free to pick it up.
Well, I know I've said this before. I mean, you and Brian are kind of nice, and maybe if we just let Aldi kill the people that they want to kill, then maybe the rest of us could just be friends, and we could have access to all that stuff.
Were the rest of them as nice as you two were? Or is that why you
I
left?
think it's important to note that only 2 of us left.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're just scared.
I mean, we could kill a lot of them.
I mean, we're gonna have to. If
I
they're
really
gonna
don't
fear us
like
enough to
talking
make
about
us their
killing
new
other
leaders.
humans.
Look, I don't like
Matt.
it either, but we've been avoiding it for 2 months. We're gonna have to start killing people at some point.
I don't want
Then we're gonna die. It's us or them at a certain
Don't be
point.
so excited, Zach. Please. This is
It is-
clearly
I'm
I'm tired
difficult.
of waiting. I'm tired of waiting. Okay.
We shouldn't jump to any particular course of action. I say right now we get 1 or 2 people to head out there, keep a low profile, and find out what's actually happening.
I
Because from
think-
here, all we know is that they're mowing down some zombies very coordinatedly.
Okay, if it's going to be 1 to 2 people, it's going to be one of you and me.
What?
to.
I don't trust you, and I don't trust either of you alone.
Excuse me. Who has done more zombie killing
Okay,
in
you
your
are-
life?
You are
And,
definitely...
and some new people
top
come
tier.
along and you don't care?
To be fair, we're not trying to go kill zombies. This is about not drawing attention.
It turns into killing zombies no matter what your original intention is.
Well, that's what happens when you walk around with 2 guns on your shoulders.
I'd rather have 2 than none.
That's good, man.
Says the person with no guns.
Look, Aldi, I understand
Oh, yeah,
you
I
wanted to
hate it
go
when you
down
go
there,
out.
but I think I should go down because if anyone does get hurt, I'm able to patch them up pretty good. And there's a chance we could be needing that. I have an 81
I'm good at
in
that
first
too,
aid.
but I hate going out scouting.
Madeline, you are kind of the group sniper. The thing is that you can keep an eye out from where you're at
Yeah.
with your sniper
Yeah.
rifle and be able to pick people off if there is something that needs to happen. So it would make sense for you to stay and or be further back than everyone else.
Aldi, if you go, I'll cover you.
So which one of us is better at sneaking? That's the question. I got a 45.
What number is that?
Stealth.
Is that basic?
Basic,
train?
right-hand column, bottom one.
I got a 39.
All right, so it should probably be me.
Cool.
By the way, Madeline's sniper rifle. She has found rhinestones and Lisa Frank stickers, and they are on the
Wow.
stock. So, and some Hello Kitty stickers,
Beautiful.
just for a nice visual for
Fantastic.
y'all.
Love it.
Yeah.
Is there a Happy Bunny
That's,
sticker
that's
around
pretty.
there too?
That's pretty
Probably,
awesome.
yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's hashtag aesthetic.
I kind of want to decorate my guns now, but then you'll know that I got the idea.
Oh, I did an entire episode about it.
All right, so
I'm torn. I'm conflicted.
Brian,
So I'm going to go ahead and prep my pistol,
okay,
slide it into the
you're
holster.
coming with me.
I think I should go.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can.
I should go so we can all come
Yeah,
back.
I don't remember how sneaky are you.
Sneaky-ish. 43.
Okay, I'm 45, so
Yeah.
49.
So
As sneaky as I can be for one of my stature.
you might be the best for the job, but I don't know.
Are you worried about what you will unleash?
So if I'm correct, the current plan is Mads, Brian, and Aldi
Yes.
going out, and Zach, Ray, and Maddie staying.
Yes.
We might need Zach.
Moreover, I don't know if Zach should be here alone, if Maddie's going to be looking out with the gun, and then all that's left is Ray.
That's true.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I just want to clarify where exactly is the error in judgment in there, because frankly, I don't necessarily want to be alone with Zach either.
If I wanted either of you dead, you'd be dead by now.
I don't believe that
Did you
for a
just
second, but
threaten
this
me,
job
Zach?
does scare me.
No, I'm
Yeah.
telling. It's the opposite of a threat. I'm telling you that we're cool. I mean, we're not cool, but like, I'm not gonna murder you.
I feel very
Says the child on one
reassured.
side.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
Thought.
you I don't really know, but so far I haven't wanted to murder you.
We can all go down except for Madeline if that's a thing. Because as long as Madeline is up on the ship, she's gonna be fine.
Matt.
Would you rather have someone here with you?
Well, okay, let me logistically wise, the only way to lower and raise the drawbridge
Yeah, someone has
is
to do that
on
for
the
me.
boat.
I'll
So
hold the gate.
if you leave
Hold the
Madeline, that means that either the gate has to stay down or there's a good portion of time that it's going to take for her to get down from the post.
Uh-huh.
And so if there's
Yes.
an emergency, yeah.
Someone needs to stay with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, what if you all die and I'm just here by myself for the end of eternity?
That's it.
Then you can't have any of my shit for starters.
I don't want your shit. Your shit is lame.
If you die, no. If I die, go to the stern of the ship and you'll find a present there that will remind you of me. And it's
Although
awful.
you said it was creepy.
It's terrible.
That's absolutely
It's really bad.
Also, you're not gonna die. Don't talk like that.
Well, okay, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna die.
Okay.
All right, well, listen. I can stay behind, covers Madeline's back. I'll lift the bridge.
Okay.
Thanks, Ray. At least
I want to determine motives.
Okay.
I think.
Just on Ray.
Yeah, on Ray.
Okay.
And that is a 19, so that is 19 for 60 is 4 or 5 degrees of success. It's 41, so
So it's only 4
4.
degrees.
Okay, cool.
4 degrees of
4 of
success.
success.
What are your motives?
Cool. Okay, cool. Motives. Ray,
Surface level.
surface level. Okay, Ray wants to keep the group alive and on tact.
Okay.
Intact?
And you don't have any plans up your sleeve for when we go and you're alone on the ship?
If your
Hit on
thought
Madeline.
is I'm alone with Madeline, Madeline or Lynn?
Madeline?
Madeline.
Madeline, cool.
But you can call her Maddie.
I'm not going to bash her brains in and take all of your stuff the moment we're alone.
What about like moments after?
Oh my god. Okay,
during the whole
okay.
time, we can trust you.
Yeah.
Okay.
The idea is yes. The
Not,
idea
not
is
cool to be in this position,
just
huh?
Make sure.
Ray does not strike you as being disposed to chaotic energy.
Cool.
Like a certain someone named Zach. I
Maddie.
can't tell if.
All right. So what's the plan?
Narrator, that was fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Ray, you're staying here with Maddie. Maddie, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, I'm fine. I have my gun.
Okay, everybody going out. Put on another layer.
Yep.
Make sure everything's stocked. Get the ammo that you need. Bring the weapons along that are going to be useful but not overbearing. Zach.
I'm bringing all my guns. I have
You cannot
3
bring
guns.
all
That is
your
not
guns.
that much.
Okay,
Pick a
fine.
gun to leave behind. Zach, what if you lose them all? You want one back here.
But there are more guns.
What if
on
I'm in the
the
middle
ship.
of a firefight and to kill the dudes who are trying to kill me, I need my 3rd
I'll
gun?
toss you my crossbow.
Your crossbow that just jammed? Yeah.
I
Bring all
fixed
your
it.
guns. That's fine.
Also,
What, is it
I know that you don't trust me, but I will be up here having everyone's back.
Madeline and I have been practice shooting off the edge of the boat. So,
Yeah, I have shot so many cans. You don't even know.
Yeah, I threw cans out into the
That's-
ocean.
that's great.
And she shot them before they hit the
Yeah,
water,
like I would
so-
be a good skeet shooter. Skeet.
No.
All right. That I appreciate.
All right. So away team. Let's. How far out do you want to go before you want to start stealthing?
Can I have a gun?
Yeah. Didn't.
I forgot to grab one.
what kind of gun did we give you? I forgot.
Can I get a pistol and a shotgun? Is that fine?
Okay, I don't have my card for
Why
my
don't
gun
you?
either.
Why don't you start with these?
I just have my machete. Did you give
Oh,
me my
you mean a
gun?
pistol and a shotgun?
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
I believe I printed you out a sniper rifle.
I don't have one.
Oh, I have it. I will just tell you what to roll next time
Hopefully.
until our break, and I'll print a new
Okay,
one.
great.
Hey, Mads, do you want a baseball bat?
Yes.
Cool. Hey.
Thank you so much.
Wait, one last word before you go. And I think this is more for you, Aldin, more than anyone. You don't necessarily need to kill them all. But if this is just boiled down to a state society that is tribal warfare, then just enough to make them break their will. All right. Just think about a big picture.
I don't like hearing this. I don't want Aldi to kill anybody.
No, it's a really good point because, like, if we kill too many of them, that's less people who are working for us once we conquer them. So, yeah.
We're
We
not
gotta be
conquering anyone.
economical about it.
I hate the way you say that, but I entirely agree.
If anybody does in fact come over to our side like you two did, they're going to be an equal partner in the system that we create. Because otherwise, we're just going to create a hierarchy that they're going to want to overthrow. All right?
It's the only
Or
safe way,
that, but if they're scared enough, they won't.
Zachary,
Do you know
fear is no
anything
way to
about
build a
history?
family.
What are you talking about? This is the apocalypse, buddy.
Yeah, and we're starting from ground zero. I'd rather we all like each other if we're going to be living together in
I'm
this
getting the
chaotic
bridge
world.
out while this.
Zach, as far as I'm concerned, you are my little brother. Okay?
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, I was expecting you to call me a name or something.
No, I appreciate it. It's cool.
Okay.
So as you're having that conversation, you hear the last of the bridge drop down. The 4 of you step out onto the shore.
Maddie gives you a hug goodbye. Please be
Ray,
safe.
where would you like to take point? Would you like to take point
Cool.
on the bridge?
I'm gonna be
on-
the one wheeling the bridge back up, and I'll probably hang there until they're out of sight. At which point, I'll go back up to just chill with Maddie.
Okay.
I think that we probably built me kind of like a lookout nest at some point, right?
Yeah.
And with
Yeah.
probably like a canvas sail I can hide under.
Totally.
It's basically the lookout that we were talking about
Yeah.
earlier that
Yeah.
you were at. Yeah.
So, yeah, so I'm there and I'm gonna like hide under a canvas so nobody can tell and just poke my little gun out.
Okay.
Just gonna poke my little gun out.
My little
So
gun out.
the
We're just gonna Metal Gear Solid up in there.
you got a cardboard box and
And poke my little gun out.
so the four of you, the away team, how far out do you want to go before you start trying to sneak?
Immediately utilizing stealth the second that I get off the bridge and recommending that Aldi and I actually
Yeah.
go out about 50 yards ahead of these two. Because again, the premise of what I was trying to accomplish was to make sure we had as few feet on the ground as possible as we went in here, and it suddenly became a large group of people heading out to this.
Isn't that the way the party goes?
That's the way it always goes. So I'm going to recommend that the two of us actually go about a good 50 yards
Yeah, we can
ahead.
take point.
As we keep pushing forward, you guys just keep up on us.
Yeah, we'll cover you.
Yeah, essentially you can provide cover, and then we've got our medic back, so if anything does go down, the medic isn't the one getting shot.
Yeah. Smart.
All right. So everyone that is stealthing, please roll it.
I'm so nervous, y'all.
Maddie, please roll me a spot. Listen.
Oh, okay. If it's less than 10 below, it's just an even success, right?
Yeah.
Once it hits 10, it's cool.
1 degree of success.
1 degree of success.
Yes.
0 degrees of anything.
Now, on the right-hand side, Maddie, there should be a like training value bonus section. Do you
Yes.
see that?
Yes.
I'm trying to see. Do you have anything that gives you? Is there a recon bonus somewhere in there?
No. I have archer gear, long
It's
gun. Would it be down? Recon gear, yes.
What's-
Plus 3.
okay.
I got one failure on my stealth.
1 failure on your stealth.
Yeah,
Okay.
one failure.
I washed.
You washed.
3 degrees of success.
3 degrees of success
2
and
degrees of success.
okay,
Sweet.
so good. The ones that need to be stealthy are in fact stealthy. So the two of you move forward about 50 yards. You're kind of tucking in between the walls. You're getting closer. The gunfire was a little whiles away, but it has started to die down. It seems that whatever horde that they were going after has reduced dramatically, and they're just kind of probably picking the last few off as your stealth. And I'm going to add that into your stealth bonus, that information that you gained from that. How many degrees? You had 2, and you had 2?
I was
Wash and
One
minus
failure.
1.
Yeah, one
Well, you'd
failure.
actually be 1 degree
You're-
of success.
you're a success.
Oh,
with-
it's 1 success.
so-
okay, so anything over is 1.
Well, yeah, for
under,
successes.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
So the wash is
Less than 10 above.
yes.
Gotcha. Cool.
That's
then
the
I'm 1
only.
degree of success.
That is
yeah.
the only time this game is nice to you.
Cool.
So you have 1 degree
You don't
of
play it
success,
because it's nice.
and you have 2 degrees of failure.
No, just one.
Just 1. Do you want to just
Yeah, I would like to just like stop Zach before he like puts
Trips
a foot in
over
the
it,
hole
like,
and
yeah.
trips down. Yeah.
all
I
right?
was like, oh,
So we'll just consider that a wash between the
Okay.
two of you.
I did not reveal our prices.
So you
but I
guys.
did go what?
Yeah.
So they might have heard that.
You all are moving forward in between the buildings. You get to a good point which you think that you can get an eye on whoever or whatever this is, but you're at a building basically, and you think you can go up to the second floor and get a good peek versus trying to like peek your head out of an alley and see what's going on because you might get shot at. This is more of a stealthy route, but you're gonna have to be
So
sneaky.
using just, at this point, just hand signals because don't want
Yep.
to make any noise.
Is this ever going to become a podcast?
Maybe in the future for the podcast listeners.
So yeah, a real quick rundown of what we just did there. Essentially, I went ahead and indicated to Aldi that I'm going to go ahead and make my way up to the second floor, but
Awesome.
Aldi should go ahead and stay down
Stay
here
below.
on the ground to
Yeah.
basically cover the point that I need to come back down when that comes up. I mean, if you can get to the end of the alley to peek out, by all means.
I'm going to do it, yeah.
But
Okay.
Do I have eyes on them right now?
What was your
1 degree.
1 degree of
That's
success?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have an eye on them.
Okay.
I think we should be like not caught up, still a bit away, like keeping an eye on like the wider perimeter, but maybe closer than we were following. Just cause we were like pretty far away, right?
You were gonna stay 50 yards
50
back.
yards.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how far that is.
50 yards is half the length of a football field.
I a
Approximately-
little bit know how that.
Approximately
Yeah, yeah.
150 feet.
Do you think that's
Half
a
of
good
a
distance?
whale.
for
Half
us
of a
to be?
blue whale.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if we should get closer.
No,
to
you're
not-
fine.
Version of this
Okay.
that we get.
You're okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So you enter into the house. The front door.
Well, to be fair, rather than go in the house, is there a way for me to actually egress up on?
So
the building?
this is like almost like an Adobe style house, I think is the correct way. It's like a flat like clayed surface that has small windows and rounded rooftop. So there isn't really a way to climb at
Fair.
least that house. You can roll me a spot listen to try and get a more advantaged point or a house that would be easier to climb up the outside, or you can go inside. Or really, if you can come up with something else too, that's.
We'll go. I'll go inside, but I'm going to do it very, very cautiously. So we're going to just kind of easily push the door open from the side, quick step around, and I'm going to clear through the first floor before moving up to the second.
So you open the door. The handle itself has been bashed in, so it seems like this place has already been looted.
Okay.
So you push open the door, and just a slight. As it hits the end, you look around the room, and the room is covered in dust. You know that this is radioactive dust. You know that whatever time that you spend in here needs to be very little amount of time. And that whatever you're breathing, you're going to have to hold in on your breath as well. Because every single time you're taking a breath of this dust, it is just adding to your sickness.
So to try to reduce the amount of dust that I'm going to end up imbibing in here, since I know I'll get at least some, I'm going to go ahead and real quick rip the sleeve of the shirt off.
Exposed skin is bad.
So you also know that exposed skin is literally instant burning.
I am wearing layers here. So this is the outer shirt. I'm going to take that
I told
off.
everybody to put on an extra layer.
I mean, you do have stuff that's covering your face because you don't
Oh,
want
no,
to.
I'm adding more.
Yeah, okay.
So specifically, because it's worse inside you than it is outside you regardless, even with the burning.
Do me a favor. I don't.
I mean, they're both fatal.
So I don't think this is an actual roll, but I'm gonna have you roll it anyways because you know what? I'm the GM and I can tell you to roll. Roll me a willpower.
Okay.
Jake is hungry with power.
Now we really have
I
to
sense
zoom
the
out.
direction that we're going might be composure, but... Ooh, yeah, that's bad. All right, so we've got 2 degrees of failure. That's not as bad as I thought it was.
Cool. You do exactly what you were planning on doing.
That's not ominous.
That's
Bob.
the scariest thing to hear from
Yeah.
the DM.
All right.
When
So
you fail.
Everything is going according to Keikaku.
so you walk.
To be fair, in this game, you could have just taken a risk for all I know, and it might actually just be okay. I have no idea.
Well,
That's why doing it that way is actually evil. Oh yeah, fine, go.
Yeah, just keep going.
Something bad's happening here. I don't know what.
So you managed to walk through the first floor, and there is no signs of life or unlife.
Unlife was the more thing that I was concerned about in a radioactive location.
All of the items within the room that looked like any sort of use were probably taken a while ago. There is definitely just bashed in windows and stuff like that. There's no value. Everything's dead quiet there.
Trying to avoid any glass that might be on the floor and make my way up to the second.
All right, so go up. You go up the stairs and roll me a spot listen for the second.
Jonas, what you doing?
The tip of my braid came out, so I'm putting it back through my
3 degrees of
head.
success.
3 degrees of success. As you walk through the room, you in fact see a zombie that has already been taken out. You immediately recognize it. You stop for a moment and see its head is missing. You're okay. You proceed to get to a vital spot where you can look out the window. And we're going to continue to use your 3 degrees of success, but I would like to see what Aldi is doing at this moment.
So Aldin will have gone like cautiously to the edge and is like going to crouch down almost to the ground before poking their head out to like look down the alley, because people, if it was a person's head, you would expect it to be higher. So like hopefully like maybe they'll think it's an animal if they do see Aldin right away, but like just like poking out at like the least amount possible. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna change my mind. I have a mirror. I have a mirror, and I'm just gonna like
hold it out
and angle it so I can see down the alley.
Pretty cool.
All right, roll me a spot listen. Okay.
Can it be a beautiful bejeweled compact that
Yes.
Madeline gave you?
Just like a card captor sakura
Yes!
frame.
That's just 1 degree of
Ornate.
success.
1 degree of success.
Yeah.
You get the mirror out and you start looking around, and you're able to see that they're still walking around about 2 blocks up. You can't focus on like they're so far away, and like the mirror's really like it's a hand mirror, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard for you to really like keep in one spot and be able to focus exactly where they are. But you can see that they're around 2 blocks away, and they're just popping 1 or 2 zombies off here or there that like manage to get up, and they'll come over and hit one that's already laying down to make sure that they're down without wasting ammunition. Maddie, you want to roll your spot listen?
Again?
Again.
It is. That's just a success, right? If it's the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 1 degree of success.
Yes.
So you take your scope out and you're looking around. You manage to see Brian going into the building.
Okay.
And you see Aldi standing there going and reaching in, having the mirror. What is Zach doing? Zach and Mads.
Looking out, and I think like trying to find, because we're like going where we'd seen the other people like moving around before. See if like maybe I can find any sign of like what they might have been doing here, because it seemed like there was some sort of plan. Like if there's anything in the area that would be like, I don't know, a clue
of what they're trying to do?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, just like kind of looking around and investigating the area, as well as keeping a lookout.
So that specifically is going to be a search.
Search, cool. It's the same as spot listening for me.
Zach, what are you doing?
I want to look at any of the horde that they've killed and see if I can tell anything based on their clothing of where they were from originally.
I'm pretty sure that's a 100.
It's either 100 or 0.
No, it's
that's a
3.
But yeah, I just
All
That's
zeros?
100.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst you can ever get.
Worst you can possibly
You're probably dead now.
That's automatically 5 degrees of failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably explode. I mean, you know the rules better than
Oh, you're
that.
right. They do explode.
I
Have to
mean,
roll
tell me.
again.
That's worse. All right, Zach, what do you... So you're just trying to figure out what they were doing with the horde, right?
Well, actually, I'm just trying to see if I can get as many clues as possible to try to add to what Muddy's looking up.
So you're assisting, basically.
Yeah, but I'm mainly concentrating on like seeing if I can determine the origin. Like, is this horde? They're probably not local, or have they been driven here from somewhere else?
So roll a search as well.
Okay. All right.
I do have backup character concepts.
I have 1 degree of failure.
1 degree of failure.
I should go down there so we can all come back.
The two of you are so focused on trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, we're trying to.
What's going on here?
Maddie, with your degree of success, you see 3 zombies.
Shit.
Walking up behind Mads and Zach.
Can I pop them?
You can attempt to, yes, absolutely.
All right.
If you don't, Mads is gonna die.
I know. Fuck.
They might not die.
Please don't.
There is a fate worse than death.
So,
Yeah. No, I don't want to have to kill Mads as a zombie.
Yeah.
so you are
let's
going to
not
be
do
able to
that.
take a single action if you would like, and then we're going to move into rounds at that point.
I'm assuming
If you're going to fire your gun, that is.
Yes, I'm assuming that if I pop one, it'll alert them, right? Yes. So, I'm gonna do the closest one to them.
Okay, so you're going to roll your percentile die, and you're going to roll 2 damage die.
Which are the
Red
red ones.
You know what else it doesn't miss? A radio.
Oh, do they have radios?
We have walkie-talkie.
Are they still working?
The difference between the gun and the walkie is that the walkie is going to give away everyone.
Yeah.
The gun's also going to give away everyone, or at least you give away your location. And it doesn't. The walkie does not kill a zombie.
Yeah. But I mean, are we far enough from these gunmen for them to be able to, while they're shooting, for them to be able to hear?
Well, also, I've got
They'll hear a gunshot of a high caliber rifle.
Would they hear a walkie-talkie?
I feel like we'd have them quiet, like as quiet as we could.
Time it with their gunshots.
I mean, it's going to also be based off of their spot listen.
I do also want to say that we haven't resolved your 5 degrees of failure,
So, like,
and I think shooting a zombie in this situation
Yeah.
might be the best thing to
yeah,
do.
I definitely am not upset about it.
I'm never
I think we
against
should.
shooting zombies.
This is the
I
exact
do
point
have a
of
question.
leaving
though.
someone
If I
with a
have
gun
a
watching.
sniper rifle, wouldn't I have a silencer on it?
Not necessarily.
What about
Can
that
I have a
second?
silencer on it?
If I can get my armor from Maddie with a silencer.
No,
I don't think silencers work the way
they're
you
not
think
gonna
they
know
do.
your exact
Well,
location.
it's as loud as like slamming a door.
They're just going to know roughly what direction that the shot came from. So they won't necessarily know you're absolutely
Yeah, you're
on the
also
boat.
hiding,
Yes.
like under a tarp.
shoot
So
the gun
All right, I'm
Go
doing
with the
it.
zombie.
All right.
Oh my god, if I
I mean,
kill
it's
you,
all
I'm gonna
based
be
on
so
how well
upset.
they
Those are only
roll.
taking
What's
one
your
shot.
Where is my shoot?
You know, do
It's,
a follow-up shot
it's gonna
and
be
a muzzle
your,
flash to
long-
pinpoint.
long gun.
Exactly.
Long,
it's the trained
Long-
top one.
43.
Okay.
Gun.
That's not bad.
Okay, I'm scared. I'm very
It's not
scared
good,
right
but it's
now.
not bad.
Wait, what is that?
Do you need me to tell you?
Yep.
Oh no!
Please,
That
please.
bad.
No!
It is what you think it is, I think. You
Is
have
it
them.
bad?
I'll tell you this.
Are we dead?
You have them in the
We're
right
dead.
order.
We're dead. It was a good line.
Oh shit!
Episode 1!
I rolled 91
It's
on
4 degrees of
43.
failure. 4 degrees of failure. Yep.
So that's
How?
9?
I just worked out my costume.
So okay, so
And I rolled 6 damage
okay.
for attack or whatever the hell the red ones are.
All right, so
I'm in a
this
state
this
right
this is my question. You have 4 degrees. How would you like those 4? How would you like? I'm giving you the option of explaining those 4 or letting me take them. Do you want to give me narrative control or do you want to take it?
Let me just think for a second. This is too much pressure.
Just shoot me 4 times. Get it
Can
over
I
with.
shoot? Can I shoot Mads non-fatally with those degrees of failure? Or can I shoot a zombie non-fatally?
Yeah.
I just don't want Mads to
Well,
die.
I would say you definitely do not hit a zombie, no matter what.
Can I like?
You're
Wait, there are 4 of us now.
Wait,
so
what
you
if I
just,
shoot the zombie with a superpower bullet and now it's a super zombie?
so
Buffed up.
it is a long gun, so it's not like Mads gets multiple shots. It's just a single fire. So you can the gun can jam. You could
You could drop the gun over the side of the
drop
boat.
the gun over the boat. You could shoot Mads or Zach.
Recoil,
I can walk up
hit
and say,
yourself.
"Hey, Madeline, you spin around and shoot me out of surprise."
That's
How
actually
Or knock
nice.
them off the ship, you know.
Oh
Plenty of
man.
options.
Oh my god, I'm having a freaking panic attack.
Maybe you
Panic attack.
accidentally sit on the weed.
So I mean, what's
You shot the weed person.
what's your pain threshold?
My pain threshold?
Your vitality. It's going to be
That's the total, right?
Yeah, the your damage threshold. It should be
Oh, 8. Yeah.
8. So if you shoot Mads, Mads does not take an injury or it doesn't lose a health point. It's still under Mads' threshold.
The threshold goes down to 2, though, right?
Just shoot me.
I'm gonna shoot Mads in the thigh.
The thick thigh.
I'm sorry.
It's that much less thick. It's okay.
Maybe calf is calf too.
No.
too nice?
Thigh is
Thigh is
more
better. I
padded,
feel
you
like
know.
it's fleshier.
I also feel like thigh has more major blood vessels in it.
No, I moved my blood vessels to my calf.
So
Alright.
so you're gonna. I will say that shooting Mads is gonna take away 3 of those 4.
Fair.
Okay, and then I get a bad recoil and knock a tooth out.
Your scope hits you in the eye.
No!
Yeah, I give myself black eye. I don't know.
Do you want to take damage, or do you want to jam your gun and have to spend a round to clear it? Which would basically mean your next because we're going into rounds now.
I'm gonna take damage. I have a lot high
You're far
medic,
from
so
the...
yeah.
Okay, so just roll 1d6.
And hope it doesn't explode.
Way to jinx it.
Wait, D6 is.
Yes. Yeah, just that.
I am having a panic attack.
Narrating away
That's fine.
catastrophic failure is what this game is all about.
Cool. So make sure. So what you're gonna do to help
Figuring
you
out how to fail forward.
you're gonna subtract that 4 out of your total
Yeah,
threshold.
yeah.
So your threshold
Let's
is
check the
8.
6 from
So I'm
earlier.
at 2. I'm
Yeah.
at 2 threshold.
Yep.
Okay, so
I am so sorry, Jonas.
It's okay, I'm also at 2 now.
Well, we haven't even resolved yours yet.
well, no, the zombie showing up
And getting shot.
getting shot was from that.
That was all me.
The zombie showing up was some of the degrees of failure, and the rest I took as points.
Oh no.
So we're now in our first round, everyone.
Okay, you did your best, you did.
Okay, so all of you hear this gunshot ring off.
Some of us feel it.
Yeah, you are very aware that this gunshot is very much Matt's gun.
Yeah.
Or Maddie's gun.
Maddie's gun.
Mads feels a bullet pierce
Yep.
the fleshy part of their thigh. Just and the bullet clear shots through, just through and through. It hits the meaty part. It hurts, but you've got enough adrenaline in you that you can keep on going.
Oh my god.
Let's start with Brian. Brian, what would you like to do after you have heard this gunshot fire out? You are in a vital spot where you can see the 4 men standing in the center firing off.
I'm going to attempt to hold,
Okay.
actually, to see what their reaction is to the gunshot first.
Okay, so then for you, it's going to be 1 speed die and a composure. What are you doing, Zach?
I want to try to see if there's any cover nearby, especially cover between us and the 4
Okay.
folks that are out there. Yeah, and I just want to try to grab Maddie and like
Mads.
It's muddy.
Muddy, sorry, and get them behind cover,
But
Okay.
and me behind cover too.
did they notice the zombies because of my shot? Like they would.
Yeah,
know that
I'm
shot.
making
Yeah.
you all very aware of the situation
Yeah.
you're in.
Do we have any other zombies near us? That
You just see the 3 that were by you.
okay?
So you see the 3 that were by you, but Zach specifically is trying to duck and dodge out of the way of the 4. So for that, I'm going to tell you it's going to be a spot listen to try and find a good spot.
Okay.
How
many speed dice?
I'm going to say 2, and that's just to also grab Mads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mads, what would you like to do?
I would like to make it as easy as possible to help move me, since my leg is not perfect right now. And I would also like to the action I want to take is I want to shoot one of the zombies that is closest to us.
Okay,
with my
so
crossbow.
that's going to be whatever your crossbow speed dice is. So I believe it's 2.
2, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to roll all of that for your character. Ray, what would you like to do?
Oh,
Two and two,
shit.
basically.
Oh, shit.
Oh God, Ray.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, our position is given away.
There was zombies.
Where do we keep the guns? I'm grabbing them. We're going.
I can't go. I gotta stay here. Someone has to watch the ship.
You'll stay here. We'll grab the guns once we see them, and then we go. I'm saying we're going because we can't stay here.
Like ever?
Well, not forever. Guns. Where?
She gestures. She's freaking out.
I'm
Okay.
trying to grab the guns.
Okay. You're just trying to grab whatever guns.
Yeah, I want to so I guess my intention would be, hopefully we have those armory bags, so I can just hitch. Oh, sweet.
There's a backpack, large.
Cool. Hell yeah. Full of guns.
If only hunters had a deck of cards that I could use instead of having to print out pieces of paper. I know. I want one.
Okay, cool. Then, if
brought some for
in the guns that we have crewed, I suppose I want to search for another long gun so that I can like provide support fire.
Okay, so that will be a search, and that's going to be 1 speed. Actually, we're going to do 2 speed die because you're going to go to that location. You're going to use that 2nd speed die to roll a search. So 2 blue dice and your percentile. What are you doing, Aldi?
I mean, I'm only 50 yards away from them, so I'm gonna. I hear the shot immediately. I turn around. I see the zombos. I'm gonna turn back with my pistol, and I'm gonna shoot from range.
Okay, so that's going to be whatever the handgun is.
Okay.
Maddie, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to shoot the zombies again.
Okay, so then that's going to be. Sorry, I have that here. To fire that gun, it is a lot of things. 1 second, let me pull it up.
Oh my god. Why did I think that giving Maddie a sniper rifle was a good idea?
It's a fun idea. Which makes it a good one.
So for you, it's going to be your percentile dice, 4 blue dice, and 2 red. Blue is your speed dice. So everyone roll, and then
I have a really quick question. What's my damage dice is like 1 red plus blank per DP. What does that mean?
White die per depletion point. So every time you fire the weapon, you got to add another one.
Yeah, so it's red plus a white die, which is your depletion dice. So each time you fire that gun, you're going to roll it, and you're going to try to always roll below that number that's circled on that gun.
So real quick,
so a hunter's die, when the hunter comes up, is a 6. So you re-roll that and add. Say that was a 5.
Okay.
So 5, 6, 7, 8. So then you got a 9.
Cool.
Is it okay? Can I get 2 shots off?
rolls.
Like if I'm or like to.
Oh, I keep bouncing back.
I believe
It's like either really
that's
good
based
or
off of
just
your degrees of
garbage.
success.
Okay, cool. Good to know. All right.
All right. So
So the blue ones are the speed,
correct.
and then the
And
red
white
ones
are-
are
Damage.
damage. And then, okay.
Okay.
I- yeah.
So for speed dice, what do you have? You have a 1. Okay. So you're gonna go first. You're just flat out gonna go first, unless someone's got below
Which
a 1.
is fun because I'm holding, so I'm just taking my degrees of success
I
and
got
waiting to find out what happens.
Yeah. What's your
The other
degrees
guy.
of success?
I gotta do it quick.
When a die explodes, it becomes a 5, and then you add the right.
The new dice. Yes.
Okay, cool.
4 degrees of success.
4 degrees of success.
Mhm.
Okay. You 110% hold your composure so well, and you're able to actually keep focused to see what the actions are of the 4 people. So you're going to actually have a beat on them, and I'm going to allow you to take like basically a free action without a better term. Once they do something.
Cool.
Which you can determine what that action is. Anyone got a 2, 3?
On speed roll?
Yeah.
No, my speed roll's crazy.
Yeah. You rolled 4 dice. We got a 4, 5, 6.
Oh, 5.
5. All right. You were gonna shoot the zombo.
5 degrees of success.
Wonderful.
Yes,
So 5 zombies.
Aldi.
So I believe with the handgun, if you'd like to hand that to me, with that you can. You have accuracy, which is a triggering effect. So for each degree of success, you can add a single die, or you can stutter fire, which is 2 degrees of damage plus an additional depletion. And I believe with stutter fire, you can shoot more than 1 target. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Which one are you looking
Stutter fire?
at? Saturation fire?
Saturation fire.
Yeah, so you can actually hit multiple targets.
Yeah,
with
so
that.
you can spend a degree of success and hit multiple targets.
That's what I would like to do.
Okay, and each additional target, you're rolling an additional depletion dice.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So how many targets would you like to try and shoot?
I see.
You do also have... You got 5 degrees of success?
Yes.
You also have the headshot option.
Wait, how did you get 5? Is it because your dice exploded?
No.
Oh, wait.
No, I rolled 11, and my
Oh.
my pistol firearm is 69.
Damn.
So the
Nice.
headshot, the headshot might be the one you want to go with. Like,
Yeah.
who were you
That's
taking
pretty
shots at again?
delicious.
Were you
The zombies.
using Zombie?
The zombies, yeah.
The 3 zombies that are coming
Yeah.
You
for
might
us.
want to save headshots for later.
Yeah.
Because headshots are going to be good against the humans because of the mortal factor. It ignores defense completely.
Oh, okay,
So,
cool. So I'm thinking I want to saturate the fire here.
Okay.
which ends up being two fire damage die. Is that on top of the one I already rolled?
On top of the base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On top of the base I already rolled. And is this being applied to them as a whole, or how is it distributed, like damage-wise?
That you'll have to decide.
So
that first
I roll
die
up all
is
of my
obviously
damage.
your initial target that you were first going for. How much did you get on that?
11.
Nice. So that's probably already potentially going to take that one out.
Yeah.
So you can probably just immediately start.
That's what I'm thinking.
Associating.
I'm
those.
pulling a real Zach here.
Nice. Nice. I taught you well.
Okay, so yeah, so I'll roll for the saturation, another explosion.
Nice.
Okay, so that's 10 plus 4, so 14 for that second set of rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll roll my 2 depletion, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Which is 6.
Which is below your
Which is
10.
below my
Below your
capacity.
So have some ammo.
So that means, just remember, next time you fire, you're rolling 3.
I roll 3 depletion. Yeah, it adds every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so you went after 2 targets.
Yep.
The first one with 11 and the second one with 14. Is
Yes.
that correct? You take out, you pull yourself around, and you use the building as a support against for your back, so your recoil is reduced dramatically. You do this out of happenstance, not by just pure skill. You literally just you lean back, bah, bah, you fire. You see the one's face just completely fire off. The other one you just see hits and it just drops. 2 of the 3 are now on the ground,
Hell yeah,
presumably dead from what you can tell. And what's everyone else's speed? I look at 7.
I got a 9.
9.
13.
11.
Okay,
Cool,
so
I'll be next. So I rolled a 7 on. I don't know exactly how to read
So-
this, but
so
I
it's
also
your
rolled a 7 on the
percent
white dice. So yeah, those were 1 degree of success.
okay,
Speed dice is 7.
Yep.
What is this one?
those are your depletion dice. Those were
Cool.
the thing that we were talking about earlier.
Right.
So depending on if you explode or not, it could cause you to.
Which it did not.
okay, cool.
So, yeah. That's right. So it's only if it explodes.
Yeah. So how many
Cool.
degrees of success?
1.
So then you get to roll 1 damage die.
1 damage die, which is just a d6. 5.
5. So you were shooting at the zombie.
The last one.
yeah. So you shoot it and it right in its neck and it's still standing, but it's staggered back. It feels. And then you had a 13, an
Yes,
11.
9,
Yeah.
11, 13.
So before you can go, Ray, before you can do anything, the 4 people, actually 2 of them, are going to start moving. That gives Brian the opportunity
exactly
to
where I'm going to jump in, because as soon as actually I hear Aldi take a shot from down below me, knowing how close that is, my immediate reaction is immediately trying to pop all 4 of these dudes.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Smoke them.
Alright, so what we got?
That's so many dice.
There's difficulty in here. There's
Some of those are
speed,
not
there's
good, though.
depletion.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of everything. So we've got.
Yeah.
When you actually know what you're rolling, you're just like, this is the assemblage of the handful I'll grab.
Well,
So
the
I'm
difficulty
gonna
makes it
have-
real rough because if you're trying to accomplish something that's difficult, you add a d6 to your percentile.
And those can
I
explode.
would have done a lot better without those difficulty, but I've got 3 degrees of success.
That's
my
still
gosh.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we've got 3 damage out on these guys. My gun still got ammo in it, and I rolled speed even though I didn't need to. So I'm going to spend those successes on. I'm going to do all accuracies.
Okay.
Or hits with the accuracy. Sorry. So that is. Not great, but. So I'm actually going to divvy these each to a different individual
Okay.
within the group. So 2 of them are taking 3, 1 of them's taking 2, and 1 of them's taking 1. Basically just quick graze shots to each of them, but that's going to pull their attention, obviously, up to the window that they just got shot out of.
Absolutely. So, what kind of gun do you have again?
Pistol, 9mm.
So you literally and shoot each a different target. You definitely hit some body, some look to be grazed. You're not 100% sure how much it's actually affected them because they are wearing what
Yeah.
seems to be full suits.
And I didn't get headshot.
You did not get headshots. The 2 are going to stop what they're doing and fire up at you.
All right.
If someone could hand me, yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. As a GM, you know, having dice ready would be.
That's a silly
Would be
prospect.
ridiculous.
Sometimes you run systems where you don't need to roll very much.
Yeah, right. All right.
Wow.
Since a little badness coming
Maybe we
my
should
way.
recruit them. They're pretty good at shooting.
Let me pull up their guns.
That's a 1 and a 2. Just kidding.
No.
Not quite that good.
I mean, it was both degrees of success, multiple degrees of success, which is the rough part. So one of them fires up at you. Just take that. Actually, they're gonna do that. So one of them manages to get you.
Cool.
Ooh.
Got me well too.
Got you real good.
Jesus.
So, with their 4 degrees of success, you're taking a total of 15, 16, 17 damage.
17. Okay. It's gonna give me 2 injuries off of that.
The
Okay.
game knows that he's only on one side.
So 3 out of the 4 dice were
What?
5s, and one of them was a 2.
Nice.
So you
what
get-
type of ammo are they using? What guns?
they are using a Mac 10.
Okay. So that means I'm going to be taking piercing / slashing damage. So I'm going to go with, does a flesh wound level 2 sound good to you?
Sounds great.
Just a flesh wound.
Are they
Those are
Humans
still pretty bad in this game.
within my range now?
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
That's going to pull my
Oh man, is Maddie gonna kill her first human? It's time for a crisis.
For the moment.
Wait, she didn't kill any humans last.
No.
You killed zombies.
I
but-
killed zombies, which I had some issues with.
And the second one, remember, also hit, but this is with a different gun.
Variety is the spice of life.
Yeah. Not as bad, but you're already hurt. 5 total. It's 2 2s and a 1.
Okay, so
How you looking?
got 22 total. It's going to give me another injury, which is probably just going to make the flesh wound that I just took worse. So it's actually a level 3 magnitude flesh wound that I'm going to be looking at. And right now, my damage threshold is actually going to be down to a temporary 4 due to the fact that I'm taking flesh wound.
Cool.
So if I understand correctly, at flesh wound of a magnitude 5 is like guaranteed death, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
Most injuries are listed at once they hit 5, you're pretty well dead.
Oh, good.
There's a couple things you can live through, but
cool.
So.
I probably took that straight to the chest.
Oh yeah, you were like you reached out, fired. They fired back as you were trying to dodge out, and it was just like right in the shoulder. Maybe as you're ducking out of the way, the fire just right into.
Just gonna slam right into the wall and slide down.
Whew, that's
off the
not
side of
fun.
it.
Sounded good.
You
Not
got
like
that
seeing
red
that.
streak right behind you.
Red streak.
So you have a 9, Ray. What would you like to do? So
I've got-
what you were searching?
Yeah, I wanted to find a similar long rifle so I could start helping give cover fire with Maddie. I got 1 degree of success.
Okay. I will say that you're able to get in there. You grab the backpack, and you're able to find another long rifle.
Cool. Then I suppose, trying to get right back.
So that
Up
will be
to
your next
Maddie.
round. So your
Cool.
next round will be what you were trying to accomplish. I believe that brings us to Zach with their 11.
Yeah, I had 11 speed. I was trying to pull Muddy down into some cover, specifically to break eye line between us and the whatchamacallit?
The Raiders.
The Raiders. What was I rolling? What was I rolling?
You
again
were
for that?
spot listen to see if there was a good spot for that.
Oh, okay. All right. Then I rolled an 83. I have a spot list and a 49, so that is 3 degrees of failure.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a specific way you would like to narrate it, or would you like me to take narrative control over it?
I mean, I think at this point, they probably have managed to. I kick over enough bits of like broken masonry and other stuff in my scramble to get us into a safe spot. Like I'm just trying to move Muddy over, but then I'm just like my feet don't have a lot of purchase, so I think I'm probably making a fair amount of noise.
Okay.
And I am not successful in finding a place for us to get cover.
How's this? Let's say that 1 degree of failure is making noise. How would you accept the 2 additional degrees of failure is that you physically move closer to the remaining zombie? That you grab Mads, not paying attention, or Muddy, not paying attention to the zombie, and you bring them closer that direction.
I personally do not like that, but I think from a narrative perspective,
It feels Zach.
it feels like something Zach would do and that would happen in this world.
Okay,
That was great for what I'm going to do next, so that's okay.
All right, so that brings us to Maddie.
Okay.
So what the last thing that happened is Zach grabbed.
Can you just give me like a recap of like what I'm seeing through my scope right now?
So
Yeah.
you see 3 zombies. You see Aldin turn, fire, take 2 of them out. You see Muddy shoot an arrow through the remaining one's neck. You see gunfire coming from the 2nd floor of a house. Then you see 2 out of the 4 fire back into the house. Then you see Zach grabbing Muddy, trying to get out of the way and bringing them closer to the remaining zombie.
Those are the
That there's an arrow through its neck.
Okay. I rolled 1 degree of success.
Okay.
I am going to headshot that zombie if I can, or the best.
So you want to go for the zombie?
It's the closest threat that's being posed right now.
And get closer every second.
I mean, yeah, you can try and do damage to the zombie, or you can use that fire against one of the 4 humans. 2 of which have gone already, 2 of which have not gone.
I can handle the zombie.
Okay.
A zombie that has already been shot at least once.
All right, I'm gonna go for a human then. It's gonna be like a hair trigger, like instinctual thing. She's gonna go for one of the ones who hasn't shot yet.
Okay.
1 degree of success, and I rolled 9.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Nice. You fire the round. You reload, and the shot hits dead center mass of the one of the 2 that don't go, and you actually see them fall back on their ass from that damage.
Adrenaline spike is high right now. Ray, I just killed somebody.
Can you do it 3 more times?
I think so.
So the other 2, the one that you shot gets up and is going to spend their turn getting up and orienting themselves from that shot. The last one is going to continue to fire up at you, but you're now covered.
Yeah.
So you start to see like parts of the room just
Adobe chipping off walls.
exactly. And we're gonna start the next round, but we're gonna actually take our break here.
Yay.
Oh.
This is so intense.
We'll be back in a few minutes. Go to the restroom, do whatever you need to do.
Okay.
I could have waited.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I realized that I probably should have shut that center camera off during the break, and I never did. So we'll find out what happens.
Does it have the battery inside of it? I can just unplug it, maybe.
Yeah, why not?
Well, now we get to test how long the battery lasts.
The battery lasted the entire second half of Hijinks and Handlebars. So
I'm in shadow. My true place.
It
Anyways,
represents your guilt
so-
over always hurting your friends.
Let's start off by discussing what everyone would like to do on their second round. So, Brian.
So I haven't heard anyone enter the building.
Correct. You are slumped up against the wall, covered in blood, holes through the building, light peeking through.
Kids, don't try this at home. I'm not going to safety the gun, but I'm going to slide it back into the holster.
Okay.
And
Live dangerously.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave
don't
the house
try
to
this
do
at
that
home.
one.
I'm going to go ahead and start as best I can with 3 health levels off at this point. Kind of dragging myself across the floor back towards the staircase of the house.
So on the ground.
Yep.
All right.
I don't think I can stand right now.
I'm with you.
Maybe with a toughness check, but I'm not that concerned.
No, I mean, honestly, I'm just going to say that's 1 speed die.
Cool.
Zach.
So, are there any more zombies?
Just the one that you just moved closer to.
Okay. I'm going to try to shoot it point blank with my assault shotgun.
Okay, so you use whatever dice that requires you to do.
I would like to. I'm not going to try to reload the crossbow right now. I'm just going to let it go and grab my baseball bat that I got from Ray and try to hit.
Are you looking for this?
Ammo is in the middle.
Okay.
You guys are both sharing.
Oh, we're both sharing this one?
All right, so I would say that is going to be whatever the baseball bat requires, plus an additional speed die to drop and kind of.
Yeah, and I'm limping at the same time. So.
Cool.
It ignores
Ray.
defense.
Okay, cool.
Just on the headshot.
Yeah. So we're just Ray's a little better with bows than guns, so they probably would have grabbed bow or crossbow-esque equivalent, something along that line.
We can say that instead of a long rifle, you grabbed a crossbow.
Hell yeah. So we're gonna make sure that's loaded while we're running up to take position. If it's possible, shoot this round. If it's not.
So the range is pretty far away from at least to where they are, which is where the zombie is. You can definitely make sure it's loaded, head up to the top, and or get ready, or you can start dropping the bridge.
I want to start dropping the bridge.
Okay, let's do 2 speed die, the movement up there, and the second one to actually operate that, and we're gonna make it a push pull or whatever the check is.
Lift pull.
Lift pull, thank you.
Sweet. I would also like, if possible, to start like getting out into the field. So by next round, I can like find a position to start firing.
So let's that will be next round, because we're gonna have to determine your success or failure on getting the bridge down.
Okay.
And Aldi.
I popped off the 2 zombos, but I see Zach and Mads like kind of. I say that I don't trust Zach in most instances. 2KLA zombie, I trust Zach. So because I just heard all the gunfire behind me that shot up into the building, I'm going to run into the building and look for Brian.
A solid 8 gunshots just went off behind.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
What's my speed?
That's going to be 1 speed die and a spot.
Speed dice explode?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually,
Oh, yes?
they only explode if you were in a state of panic. So.
Yes, they definitely.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, so that is 19.
Die.
They explode 3 times? Oh. What would you like to do, Maddie?
I mean,
As far as I know,
Pew,
you're not.
Okay. Roll the things necessary for your view. So let's go ahead and everyone roll. Determine your degrees of success.
oh wait, I'm sorry, I had 3 speed dice. So that's 22.
Everyone determine their degrees
That
of
actually
success.
means you don't go this round. If
Wait,
you roll
okay,
over 20,
okay.
you
What is this? Is an
hesitate.
explode?
Really?
Is this an explode?
What's
Yes.
But I rolled
Yes.
a 5.
Those are also explodes.
So
But you're not under panic, right? Or we're
Everyone
all under
is.
panic? Are you sure?
yes.
So if my damage dice explode, is that good or bad?
That's
Good.
great.
That's great.
Unless you fail really bad,
So
because then you would be.
So this is a
Oh yeah.
So it's a 5. It's considered to be a 5, and then you roll it again.
yeah. I don't think my dice have exploded. And
So 10,
Oh!
15,
I really hope you succeeded at shooting.
at 2.
16,
Okay.
17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 damage.
20 damage.
But your speed die also.
Those 2 exploded.
So you've got an 11 right now.
Well, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see. What's the other one?
5, 6.
So you need to roll below a 4.
I rolled 4.
So that's a 20 exactly?
That's still within the round. End of the round, but in the round.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you had gotten 21, you wouldn't have gone this round.
And that
all of that damage would have gone away. Which, depending on, again,
Well,
if you succeeded, that might...
Yeah, I don't know what
Still
your
be
degree.
the case.
All right, so what? Let's just. I'm gonna go around and everyone just tell me their number.
Do we have like
Two?
hero points or something?
For speed?
Yeah.
12.
Not in this game.
Fucking talk to me.
What's my speed? 1.
Okay.
20.
Okay, so you're gonna go first. What do you want to do?
So I was
say?
doing spot listen, right?
Yeah,
Spot listen. 4 degrees of success.
it's 4 degrees of success. You bust into the room.
I'm busting in.
You bust in the room, and you
busted
can
in.
see Brian starting to drag his badly beaten,
Brian.
bloody body.
I'm probably not up high enough actually for you to see any blood yet.
There's
I see the blood against the wall.
You see the blood against the
Yeah.
wall. You can see it's
Aldi had it all.
Oh no, I'm probably coughing up a little blood because you probably do see some blood like up around the face area.
Well, it's like it's hitting the cloth that's in front of your mouth.
True. I forgot.
So I'm gonna say that's gonna be 2 degrees of success. Just being able to bust in, see that immediately. Well, is there anything specific you would like to use those other 2 degrees of success and or kind of trade them off with some? At this moment, I would only say that the person you can trade it off.
Can they
with
give me a turn?
No.
I want to get to Brian
Okay.
and kind of look him over for a moment, and then I want to convince you to stay in the room, kind of where you are, and I want to position myself with my shotgun aimed at the door that comes into this room, and I want to leave you kind of visible.
I can be bait.
Okay.
Yeah, this is very Aldi.
All right. I believe Brian had 2
revenge
degrees,
only,
or 2 on their speed die.
speed.
What was?
So really, all I was doing was just getting up to the stairs.
So that whole entire interaction happens, sets up, bait and switch.
Go ahead.
Bait. Better than, anyways.
I got my game and switch.
You're not going. You're going last. Ray and Zach, what was your
got a 5.
Speed, I'm 12.
5? Okay, so you're gonna go first, Ray.
Cool, with my 4 degrees of failure.
Oh no. Okay, how would you like to? So I'm giving you narrative control. How would you like to use your 4 degrees of failure, opening the gate, or opening the drawbridge, basically?
I hate everyone.
Why did we agree to play this game again?
I don't know. This is making me
I have
remember.
an anxiety disorder.
It's
What did I do?
I actually this is making me remember how much I love this game. I really we're fun. I just love it. I love it so much.
What's funny though is I'm looking at it. So my lift pull is a 47, but my climb is a 77.
Okay.
So I'm in panic crisis mode. I'm probably personally much better at getting up and down if I were to just be rock climbing it. So I think I'm fuck, I need to get out there. I think I leave the bridge up and I think I just start sliding down the side of the hole.
I'm not even gonna say that's a single degree of failure. You gotta get there. You have 4 degrees of failure.
Okay, hang on.
That literally puts you in a better position
so they go
because
into the ocean and drown, and also
In the
one of those
where there's no
plastic
water?
bottle things around a fish's.
look, the straws that were left over by the turtles have now killed you. No.
Hang on. Here's the thing, though.
Blue snot.
How
and
I'm
excitement
justifying
and
that
laughter.
is, I figure if the exact objective is
I hate this.
drawbridge down, so we have a way back up.
This is your failure. Take it.
Okay.
Don't you put me in this. No, I know.
Do you want me to take narrative control over it?
Yeah, take narrative.
Why would you do that?
Well, we can't.
It's okay.
We're
It's
good.
okay.
We're good.
So, in the process of freaking out and pulling this, instead of dropping it, you're actually going opposite of the mechanism, and you're actually causing the bridge to actually collapse on itself, and you start to crack and crumble, and it falls back. I'm gonna need you to make a roll for me. To try and dodge out of the way of this.
Cool.
So that is going to be a dodge roll.
You're gonna get crushed.
Crush yourself with a drawbridge.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
So that's gonna
I
be.
hate this game.
Oh boy! Woo-wee.
It was fun, y'all.
This would be great for breaking.
51 to 97. Is that 4 or 5 degrees of failure? That's 5.
That's
Yeah,
5.
that's 5.
That's
So
It's four.
okay,
Still not good.
Four.
but four.
We're gonna be 5 at 101.
So this is what's going to happen. In the process of getting out of the way of this cracking, crumbling piece, you're going to jump off the boat.
And do the thing I said the first time?
No.
Why is it degrees of failure now?
But you're not sliding down. You're falling flat down on the ground, and you're going to take 3 damage dice.
Okay.
That's the difference. You're taking damage, and I'm also not.
But
done.
I just want to point out, semantic-wise, why that couldn't have been acceptable as...
Because sliding down implies that you're like
In
controlling.
control, yeah.
Okay, I see where you're going with that now.
Not bad. Not
None
bad.
of them exploded.
But you got one splody.
Yeah.
No.
you
not
didn't.
quite.
It was a
No.
5.
Five is five.
10. Which is 1 over my damage threshold.
Okay, so you're gonna take one of those and you're gonna put it in that. So how it works is the threshold is actually like kind of like think of it like a jar.
Yeah.
But instead of like filling a liquid up, you're putting like solid bricks in, right?
Uh-huh.
So this last dice, so you've got a 5, right? You put 5 in, then you've got a 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? That puts your threshold at 1 remaining. So this last dice, that's a 2, won't fit in that threshold. So you take the entire damage dice and you're gonna put it in your injury. So to heal it, it's going to require someone to roll a medicine with at least 2 degrees of success.
Cool.
So that drops your threshold down to 1, and you have an injury with a 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably a bone injury.
Oh yeah, you definitely
my
feel
bone.
something crack in your ankle.
Oh my god. Ray! That's why you're up there. Ah!
Hey, it's just lying there, just like... We gotta go!
Fuck!
It did not go according to how I saw it playing out in my head.
Okay, Frankie.
And like now our bridge is fucked too, so how the fuck are other people gonna go
bridge
to the boat?
is broken, and Ray is now at the bottom.
Ray is also broken.
I had nothing to do with it.
Just hang in there, Ray.
Everything's fine.
So
Yeah, everything's fine now.
Everything's fine.
Yes.
We're good.
so
We're all
one
just that
of
dog in the burning building.
one of the 4 starts just making cover fire. They're not actually aiming at any of you. They're just kind of like shooting at the house, shooting towards your direction, just trying to get you to back off. The other one, because 2 of them are going to go at the same time, runs over to the guy that was like having difficulty getting up on their turn, and is going to reach under and start trying to carry that person off. That brings us to Zach.
Okay. I think at this point, I'm probably... Oh, I've got my results from my shotgun thing, which is not good. It was 3 degrees of failure on my trying to shoot this remaining zombie with the shotgun. So.
Oh, yikes.
You took all my mojo is what happened.
I think
From
so.
the first arc.
You talk so much shit, Zach, but you can't back it up.
See, the thing is, I've always talked shit, and this is some of the first time that I haven't backed it up.
Hey,
So
William,
I'd like the record to show that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, I gotta narrate this away, basically, right? Of my failure to shoot this zombie. I think, basically, like, I try to shoot it, and I am not used to this. I only recently got this gun. I think the recoil is such on it. Maybe I have one arm on Muddy, and I think it just blows out of my hand. Like, the shotgun just kind of...
So you fire and you lose the gun,
Yes.
right? Okay, so roll me, did you roll depletion?
I didn't.
Okay. So roll me depletion. Let's see how what happens with that.
This is your first shot, so just 1. Which capacity do you want?
10, I think, was
It was 10.
circled.
10? Okay.
That's a 4.
Okay.
A witch capacity is a cauldron.
And the gun flies back behind you. You have no idea where it goes.
Yeah.
So the
My only coping mechanism.
the other 2 that are still there. One of them also does the same thing and just shoots and tries to make cover, while the other one grabs the other side of the guy and starts bringing them off. So it looks like 3 of them are 2 of them. Yeah, 3 of them. Did I count that right? No.
4.
No, there's 4 of them. Sorry. So the one's cover fire, the other one, the last one that is trying to help. So there's 3 of them going off by themselves, and only 1 remaining for cover fire. That brings us to Maddie.
So remember in the first season when didn't we have like something like hero points?
Competence points.
Competence.
Yeah. Could I maybe, I don't know, do something like that? Because I have four degrees of failure.
You can buy off degrees of failure with them. You
Yeah.
can't buy successes
How do
with
you
them.
get
You can buy
competence
off.
points?
You get them at the beginning of the
Yeah,
session.
I believe. What is it? 2? That you
It's
start?
up to you how difficult you want to set the difficulty threshold to.
Let's say 2.
Okay, I want to use them both.
Okay.
So now I only have 2 degrees of failure.
Okay. How would you like to narrate that?
I would like to try a shot at one of the humans and either miss or like just give them a flesh wound. Is that enough failure?
I would say missing is definitely 1 degree.
Okay.
For sure 1 degree. William, just so you know, the last time I had to like shut it off and leave. Oh, you got it back on, but you just haven't connected it. My bad. Sorry.
Well, no, I can't even get it to pop up on the screen.
No, that might be a.
Well, we got a lot of room in either of these.
It's fine. You only need to hear my unsultry voice.
The voice of Indigo Jake.
I think it'll be scarier if it's just dark. Like, that's scary.
So I would say 1 degree of failure is definitely missing.
Okay.
Would you like to jam your gun?
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna basically spend your next round clearing it.
Okay. Frickety frack, y'all.
All right. That brings us into our 3rd round.
I hate this.
Baseball bat.
Brian, what would you like to do?
I'm going to go ahead and try to make use of my toughness, since that's actually an expert skill that I have.
Okay.
I'm going to try to actually force myself back up to my feet again. Stumble over alongside the window that they are currently firing in, and at the first break in fire, I'm spinning around, taking a shot at with my pistol.
All right. So that's going to be whatever to fire.
And multi-action.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And how much speed do you want me to throw on that?
That's going to be at least 1 more speed die to whatever the gun is.
And I'll have to do a second check, but that's fine.
All right, Zach, what would you like to do?
So I still have a zombie coming for me, right? All right, I'm gonna.
Well, for us, we're in this
For
together.
us,
We're
yeah.
family.
All right, I'm gonna try to shoot it with my AK-47.
Okay.
See, I told you I
You're
should have brought all my guns.
Yeah, so since it took me my whole turn last time to drop the crossbow, now I'm just gonna hit with the baseball bat.
So you didn't do
I didn't do anything.
anything. You basically froze up.
Okay,
basically.
word. Then I'm gonna do the same thing as last time.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Ray, you're on the ground. What would you like to do?
Oh shit. Well, that's only 1 injury, so I think, despite hearing the crack, that's gonna be a problem for Ray tomorrow morning. Rather than how do I walk now? So I think this is the point where we do start closing distance and try to find a point where I would love like. So it's like beaches and then like houses and then it starts.
So basically from where you physically are, you're about 50 feet down. The boat is on one side of you, stuck in the sand. To the right of you is a cement wall that gets up to what is ground level for everyone else. So you have basically fallen in between the boat and the shore, basically.
Okay, so I need to like get up over a wall before I can get anywhere to do anything.
Yeah.
Then I guess we are climbing.
Okay.
That wall.
I would also like to thank my wife Lauren for activating and deactivating the camera and making it work.
Thanks.
Thanks, Lauren.
All right. Okay, so let's climb check and a speed.
My wife.
I would like to not thank the new players who are clearly cursing us.
I didn't know about this wall.
We got through it.
The wall was something I learned
before.
after the
We got
consequences
through
of
an
my
entire
choices.
season without all of us almost dying.
Well,
I did hit you in the arm with a machete.
Aldin, what would you like to do?
If I see Brian like peeking out to take a shot, I'm gonna go to. There's probably more than one window in this room?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
That's
poke out the other
Well,
one.
are you still on the first floor? Like, didn't you hold
No,
up
they
at
came
the
upstairs.
first floor
No,
on the
I came
staircase?
upstairs.
I
Okay,
went-
you actually came up?
Yeah.
last time,
Because they
yeah.
propped
I
you up,
misinterpreted.
remember?
Oh, that's right. You
Yeah.
dropped me.
It's okay. You're bleeding now. We understand.
And if they are, I'm gonna. Well, if I get a better speed than you, yeah, I'm just gonna. I see you moving for the window, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try and like take shots so that like they are distracted by me, so that they aim for me instead of you again. But my intention is to like shoot and then take cover. Is that gonna be?
It's gonna be multiple actions.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna do that.
okay. So roll for whatever your gun is. Roll an additional speed die for movement.
Okay. Cool.
Cool, Maddie. Are you gonna spend your round clearing your gun?
Crying and clearing. It's the topic of my new show.
All right, everyone, roll your dice except for Maddie.
I rolled.
Did you
I don't
get
know what mine
below
are, 'cause
20?
I don't
Yes,
know what
I
the
did. Well below.
what I roll for the AK-47.
Oh, for the AK?
Do you have a
Long
card for that
gun.
one?
Oh, you mean like weapon choice?
Yeah.
Let me see if I grab that real quick.
Percentile.
I'm doing brawl, right?
Yeah.
For baseball
2
bat.
speed.
And then
I want to say that one has.
I think
2
melee
damage
attack
die, and then
bludgeoning
you'll have your
under
first
trained
attack
skill
because it's the first
checks.
time you're using your.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's
Is
the
it 1 or
same.
2 damage die? That's the only part I can't.
I'm looking it up right now.
yeah.
It's like I remembered most of the stats.
Yeah.
What? You don't have the whole entire book memorized? I am thoroughly.
I need to
This
ask,
is like
Thoroughly.
500 pages
I
between
need,
the 2
I need to ask my
core
friend
books.
Anjali. She used it for many, many seasons of We're Alive Frontier.
That's true.
That AK-47.
I'm
she
pretty
had.
sure that's a 2 damage dice.
Which, by the way, if you enjoyed this game, go check out We Are Live Frontier, which is going up on YouTube after what feels like an eternity.
After it re-airs on Twitch.
Yes, but episode
that
episode
too.
1 has aired, so I know for a fact that that's up.
And episode 2.
And
But-
episode 2. There you
Yeah.
go.
Episode
One-
2 will be up on YouTube
Friday.
Yeah, right on when we're doing the next episode.
And a lot of the cast is like live tweeting when it's
Yeah,
going
we've
out
been-
on Twitch. And
We've been
there
doing
was-
that, yeah.
There was a guild hall meetup for the first episode, and that was cool. But,
Yeah. That was
so
fun.
for the AK, correct? Is that what you're using?
AK-47.
So that's 1 damage die.
Aww. I like Alex.
I mean, but hey, if for every explosion you get 2 damage die because it's deadly.
Deadly.
Or
yeah.
focus fire. Sorry.
Focus fire, yeah.
Oh, does Deadly do that too?
No, deadly.
Deadly gives you a specific amount in your base pool, so the one
Yeah.
that Alpha has this time is from the Deadly.
Yep. All right. So everyone roll it. Everyone did roll it. All right. So let's find out what everyone's speed is. Brian.
10.
Okay, not first. Zach.
9.
Okay, not
6.
6.
3.
6.
Oh yeah.
I'm crying and
So
I'm crying
Ray,
and
you're
clearing.
gonna go.
Cool. So I just barely have 2 degrees of success, which
Stop.
I can see the camera. It's fine.
Yeah, and I think part of my hurdle as a new player to this game is trying to manage the translation of how the environment translates 2 degrees of success. So if I'm catching this, I think it could be 1 degree of success to scale this wall, and then 1 degree of success to start closing that distance.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. I can do that. I accept.
Cool. And I am just like climbing up, and I
the
am mumbling and
benevolence.
swearing.
Was there a difficulty die for your broken leg or whatever? Does that get added or?
Why are you doing this?
Yes. So with your broken leg, since you do have the bone injury, it's actually an extra speed and difficulty die on every action. you take.
Don't worry about the speed because we're past
Yeah,
that
we're
point.
past that.
So let's see how many degrees of success it actually
Okay,
is.
cool. Then
So you're
out
gonna
of
add
5,
that to whatever your percentage.
That's gonna drop it to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 degree of success.
Okay.
So I am just getting over the top of that, being.
This is your fault. This is your fault.
I like the simulationist.
Was anyone
In
below
you,
a
thank you.
9?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 6.
Mads and I were both.
But of course, I'm not
6
the one with
and
a
what?
broken leg, so.
What did you have?
6 and 6.
6 and 6. What you guys determine?
You go first.
Cool. Baseball bat. I have 2 degrees of success.
Okay.
So I rolled 2 damage dice. I believe that is
Okay.
correct here for a total of 8.
Okay.
Right, because
It is
Right.
so it's 2 speed dice, 1 damage die, and 1 depletion dice.
1 damage die. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna re-roll and not
Yep,
just pick
yeah.
one of them. It was this. So that's 3.
Okay, so you have
What is deadly though? 'Cause
So
it's-
so you have a couple options. You can use a degree of success and stun the target, which
Okay.
I don't think is really necessary in this
No.
situation. You can use 2 degrees of success because you had multiple.
I have 2.
Okay, you can add an additional damage die to
Okay.
it, but you also are going to spend an additional depletion dice. That
Gotcha.
and that
And
is
it'll stun him still.
Yeah.
The concussion on there.
So I can do that. What does the deadly special?
The
thing
deadly
do?
is the damage die that was in your base.
yeah. It's just explaining what's
right
above
from the
it.
get-go.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Then yeah, I mean, if I can just since bash is the thing I can do, can I just take that original damage roll when I rolled 2?
Sure.
So then it's just 8 damage. I'll do that. Just hit as hard as I can. 2 depletion dice. And I'm trying to roll under what to break it? Or
You were trying to not roll. You were doing the baseball bat. You're
Yeah.
trying to not roll and explode.
I did explode.
So your bat.
Am I breaking it over their head?
Yep.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, honestly. Sorry, Ray. Imagine that dude's like, sorry, Ray.
Yeah. So you literally take the bat and just and its skull just collapses in and guts fly everywhere. The head of the bat just cracks open, leaving it basically broken twine. Let's go. That brings us to Aldin.
5 degrees of success. I'm in a headshot.
Yeah.
I'm in a headshot. I rolled my damage already. It's 22.
A 22.
Successful Ray.
Ignore and defend.
You
I'm so proud of my Aldi.
you peek out of the window. You've been phenomenal
I know,
with this gun today. I'm just saying.
I'm so proud of you.
You peek out with this gun, you pull back, and you can see just the bullet right in its skull. Just a spray of blood
I'm
behind
shooting
it.
a human.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. And he falls to the ground. I assume this is the one that stayed back and was making a cover fire. I
Yes.
assume? Okay. So yeah, you just all of a sudden hear the absence of gunfire just randomly spraying everywhere. Just you hear a single,
Shut that shit down.
and then
Oh, Madeline lets out a quiet cheer. thick with tears. Yes, Aldi.
Oh, I forgot to do my depletion dice.
yes. So you're gonna roll 3 this time.
I roll.
Four?
Yeah, 3. I roll 3.
Yeah, because
you're
you
right.
yeah.
That's right. Headshot doesn't add a depletion die, but saturation does.
Yes.
So, okay. So I roll 3, and I want below 10. I am depleted.
Cool. As you fire that gun, you hear that final just
Click.
Yeah. That brings us to, I believe, Brian.
So I've got a mixed pool right now. So I've got actually 1 degree of failure along with 5 degrees of success from the 2 skill checks that I had to make.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and use 1 of my degrees of success on the toughness portion of it to actually get myself to my feet and then get over to the window. So that'll leave me with 4. Yeah, I know how we'll do this. So we're going to bump all those into hit, which will give me 4 dice to go ahead and throw on this guy, along with the 2 damage that I already have. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 total.
You're not excused.
And then with the degree of failure that I have, after I get the shot off, the recoil along with my injuries causes me to lose my grip and my gun goes down to the ground.
Okay. But you're staying in the window, correct?
Yes.
Okay. That's everyone, right?
No.
Oh, no, you haven't got.
I got 1 success, but I mean, I was targeting the zombie that Mads ended. So, what happens now? Do I have the option of maybe trying to use that success some other way? Or?
Why don't we say that you use that last degree of success and you are able to spot where the shotgun landed.
Oh, okay.
Would you rather that or land? Because the gunfire stopped now.
Okay, yeah, I'll make a grab for the shotgun.
Okay, so you know where the shotgun is now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say you got to it, but I'll say the 1 degree of success. You're like
It's in the water floating away. It's saying,
no.
You don't need to insert yourself in here. We're good.
So
We're happy with this narration.
I want everyone to roll me a spot listen.
God damn it.
Do not, if you get
But when we
degrees,
roll bad stuff happens.
if you get
can't fail.
if you get degrees of failure, do not worry about it.
I didn't. I in fact succeeded.
Don't forget your difficulty, Spencer.
Cool. Is there like
reminding me.
when that difficulty comes in, so it's one difficulty die per injury, if I understand that correctly?
So it depends upon the injury, technically. So the bone injury is just a persistent blue and black on every check. If you can do them, the blue doesn't matter right now, so just do black. As you get into the higher ones, there are actually some extra things along with that'll go along.
But you only have a broken leg.
Yeah.
For instance, with,
Well, that's all.
for me with flesh wounds, I've been getting progressively worse. It's actually been dropping my primary damage threshold. So I'm normally at a 7. I'm down to a 4 right now.
And so there are different categories of types of injuries. So you have a flesh wound, I have a bone injury, and they're like other options. Okay, cool.
All right. So, did anyone have any degrees of success?
Yes, I had 1.
1,
Yes, I had 2.
2.
That difficulty die may change that. That's a 36 brought to a 39. That meets.
Okay.
That's
1 degree.
That's 1 degree.
yes.
All right. Anyone else?
I watched.
I got 2 degrees of failure.
What do you got?
I rolled 107 with my difficulty.
Oh my god! Dead right now.
So, as you stand there trying to catch your breath, as you can feel the blood starting to kind of fill your lungs up a little bit, it's getting harder to breathe.
Look at the bubbles.
The people with 1 degree or higher of success in the distance see a glint, a small circular glint shine back and forth, and you hear a single gunshot. Sounds very similar to Maddie's gun.
Frick frack.
And Aldin, even with your degrees of failure, you see Brian's body fly back from the window with a gunshot to the face. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
But will he live?
Tune in next week and find out.
We'll just have to see.
Even though you can't see me, I would like to say thank you all for coming and watching. My name is Jake. I was the GM of this session. If you enjoyed this, or any of if you enjoyed this and you enjoyed the people on the show, there is a ton of stuff going on QueueTimes. Next month in November, we've got Monster of the Week, which has multiple members of this cast on it. We have Kids on Bikes, which William will talk about, or Jonas will talk about, which is on Tuesday nights. We've got quite a bit of stuff going, especially horror that's going on. We've got Geist that's coming up on Friday nights, starting on the 18th, which is ran by Eric, and it has an amazing cast. Honestly, I don't think there's a single show we have that doesn't have an amazing cast. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to announce this, but I'm going to. Mondays coming up real soon, we're going to have the Unreliable Narrators coming back, and they're going to be running Call of Cthulhu. So, October, we've got Call of Cthulhu, we've got zombies from Outbreak Undead, we've got all the spookiness that is going on with Kids on Bikes, we've got vampires with the Uncommon Trust on Sundays, which Alquin will talk about. So we've got a cacophony of everything. Ghosts, zombies, vampires, and spookiness. So
Oh my.
it's good times and sunshine here at QueueTimes. If you want to get a hold of me, the best way to get a hold of me is on Twitter or our Discord. Link to Discord has been through the chat or is in the description for me. My Twitter account is @IndigoQT, which I'm not going to change, at least for now. We'll determine it.
Cool.
Let's start with Mads, and we'll go around.
Hello, I'm Mads and also Jonas. You can find me on Twitter @JonasNewhouse. I tweet about the gaming things I do. I tweet about the music things I do. I tweet about my dog occasionally.
All the
day by
time.
Molly. A lot. Yeah, I'm on Hijinks and Handlebars, a Kids on Bikes show that I'm sure William will talk more about. I'll be on the Monster of the Week show as soon as this one is done, right? Is it the week following?
Yeah.
So keep watching this and then keep watching that.
I think it's the first Wednesday of November.
First Wednesday of November. Cool. So that's where I will be. But yeah, just Jonas Newhouse on Twitter. Keep an eye out for the things I tweet, especially starting on Monday. I'll tweet about something that I haven't yet.
Okay.
All right. Alquin.
Stay tuned. Hey, I'm Alquin Gersh, Different Elves, who I've been playing Zachary Mulder. Let's see. The best time to see me right now is on Mondays on Geek and Sundry's Twitch channel, 8 p.m. for We're Alive Frontier.
Nice.
I think the 3rd episode is next Monday.
Nice.
And then if you missed that, or if you want to catch up with some of the earlier ones, you can see them on YouTube. They come out on Fridays. That's going to be going on for a while. And then I'm also playing Vampire here on Sundays with some of the folks from the Uncommon Trust. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. That just started too, but
Sunday was its first episode. That's already up on YouTube, so you can watch that right now. I very much enjoy your character.
Surprisingly enough, my vampire is less of a jerk than my character in this game. So even if you didn't like me in this game, even if you don't like young Zachary Mulder, please watch that show.
I do enjoy the character choices that you made with your vampire character.
Yeah, and that's run by B. Dave Walters.
Yes,
incredible storyteller and knows so much about the vampire world. We have a lot of other people who are from LA by Night, and it's LA by Night adjacent.
Yes, it's technically
canonical.
not canon.
It's not canon, but yeah.
The number one thing I will tell you, if you go and watch the first episode on YouTube, you did not catch up in the halfway of the episode. It starts that fast.
Yeah.
I tuned in at the beginning, and it's.
That is the number one comment going. I think I missed a session. I don't know what's going on.
Nope.
I'm like just watch, watch.
That's just how B. Dave does it. That's just how he does it, and we're already off to a pretty crazy start. We're on the Queen Mary right now, a very haunted Queen Mary.
I mean, that's to imply that the Queen Mary isn't already very haunted.
This is like, take your baseline, like this is the world of darkness, Queen. It's that much worse.
Awesome.
Is Queen Mary haunted by Queen Mary?
And that particular Queen Mary is haunted by another Queen Mary.
Yeah.
Layers on
that
layers.
is also Mary
Haunting.
and hell, even just all the normal Marys.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to know? Okay, this is a little bit of unnecessary knowledge. Did you know that Queen Mary was actually called the ghost ship? It was actually fired upon and was marked as sunk. They believed it was taken down, but it had just enough that it was able to limp along. It was repaired, painted gray, and went out there. And sailors thought it was a ghost ship because
they called it the Gray Ghost.
Yeah,
because they didn't have internet.
Yeah. Alex,
Where can we find you?
where can we find? Because we can't find you here because you died. So
It's true, yeah. You won't be seeing me around here much anymore. But you will be able to see me on a couple other QueueTimes things that are coming up in the future, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Additionally, you can get in contact with us through Hunters Entertainment's social media and our Discord. We're always available on that, and you can just kind of bug us anytime you want. Check out for us at cons and stuff like that. I think our next one, which I'll be going to, is PAX Unplugged coming up here.
Nice.
Nice.
December.
nice, awesome, Ray.
Oh, hello. It's me. Hi, I've been playing Ray tonight. I'm Spencer LaBelle. You can typically find me on Instagram at I'm So Used to It Being Below Me for Hijinks. I'm a player with Jonas and William on Hijinks and Handlebars Tuesdays. William will go more into that. You can typically find me on Instagram at Splubble, SBLUBBLE, like bubble with a splut.
Great. And I'm William, and I've been playing Aldin. And you can find me here on QueueTimes on quite a few shows. I do Monster of the Week. I'm here on Outbreak. I run a show called Hijinks and Handlebars. It's an actual Play Kids on Bikes tabletop live stream, which is also a Hunters Entertainment game that they publish. So it's really fun if you like Stranger Things or Stand By Me or that sort of, or It, where like kids are in charge of solving mysteries and taking on adventures. That is pretty much what the show is, and the system utilizes that kind of trope behavior to do a really fun role-playing narrative experience. So if you like that idea, check out Kids on Bikes for sure. And if you really like that idea, check out our stream, Hijinks and Handlebars. All the VODs are on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. So when you're done here, you can go check that out. The playlist is called Hijinks and Handlebars, and you can find that also with bit.ly/handlestream, capital H, capital S, because the capitalization is important. Cool.
Hot VODs.
Hot thoughts.
Hot thoughts. I'm Molly McIsaac, master of the stupid jokes, I suppose. This episode. You can follow me. You can follow me basically everywhere, but please not in real life. At Molly McIsaac on everything. My main dumb endeavor that I'm doing right now is Basic Witches with my friend Jordan, where we just do everything as corny as possible for the Halloween season, and also I do a lot of stuff with QueueTimes, so. Just like tweet at Jake and be like, never let Molly go.
well, we definitely have we have you hopefully confirmed for January to come back for Court of Corvids.
Oh yeah.
So
Moss is not gone.
Am I playing footsie with you right now? This is hot. Anyways, I was like, there's something in front of me, and I just started touching it. No, we have Court of Corvids coming back in January. Ooh. I was oohing for Court of Corvids.
I'm getting it now too.
Court of Corvids is our Pathfinder 2nd edition. All right, this is
it's a long table.
Wow.
We have Court of Corvids, which is coming back for our second season, or second arc, I should say, for Court of Corvids, 2nd edition Pathfinder. We're going to be recording, hopefully soon, a recap of session 1. I think we've got a really fun idea for it.
Mm-hmm.
Stick around for that. We're also going to continue doing rules and updates to the book and how things are going. So stick around for Game Gorgon so you can watch that. I think that's it for everyone. What do you think?
My Twitter and Instagram handles are at KWilliamWhite. I forgot to say it.
At Hunters_Ent, E-N-T, if you want to follow Hunters on Twitter, and at Alex Hillman on Twitter if you want to follow me specifically.
Which, just saying, took you all long enough to change from Outbreak when I'm trying to tweet about kids on bikes.
To be fair, that was because they gave us a hard time. We're also trying to do the same thing on Facebook and just get everything under the Hunters page. They won't let us pull our pages in because the Kids on Bikes and Outbreak page don't say anything about Hunters Entertainment in the name, and they won't let us rename them to include Hunters Entertainment. So basically, Facebook has just put us in a position where we can't close those pages down.
Don't worry, Facebook is going out of style. Anyway.
It's dead.
Yeah, hear that, Zucker?
Actually, that does remind me, we do have something scheduled the first week of December, right after Monster of the Week, where Spencer, not LaBelle, Stark is actually going to come, and we're going to play Icarus. So that is another Hunter's Entertainment endeavor.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right. I think you ready? You take the wig off.
Yeah. You guys ready for this?
Done.
Bye, everyone. Have a good one. I'm gonna wave over here.